going through and be honest with you guys and up front. Hi, Christy.
Hi, Mom. Hi, everyone. So I am, kind of behind the scenes with Mom and everyone. And I just want to go ahead and put my name out there for you guys. I would like to take accountability as this does not all fall on Mom. Everything that we went through with Sharon, we gave her multiple chances, probably one too many. I'll say that. Want to say that every single decision was a group decision. Mom never made a decision on her own. She always consulted with us. We all take a piece of that responsibility of allowing Sharon back. And, I do want to take accountability for that, but not everything falls on Mom at all because it was a group decision. We do not condone anything Sharon has done. We're still finding out things that Sharon's done. That's, been coming out of the woodworks, unfortunately. I want to apologize for anybody that she has hurt, anything that she said that upset others, because I am partially to blame for that. So again, I want to say I'm so sorry. I happy that everybody's back. She's gone, so I'm happy everybody's back and here to support Mom. But I just don't want anybody to think that Mom is solely to blame for Sharon. And Mom's not even to blame for Sharon's behaviors, especially outside of Mom's life.
Thank you, Christy. Thank you. Christy's in my Discord. We have a private Discord. I usually don't bring up the Discord, but she's in it with me. And I have a couple of other people that I love and trust, and they're in there with me. And I can tell you, I never made one step without involving them. It was a group decision. It always has been. Anything that we talk about, I never move forward with anything until I get everybody's opinion on it and we come to some sort of agreement. He is. That's another thing. The Florida guy situation was wild. And all I can say is I did not know what was going to happen. I do not know him. And from now on, I am going to get to know somebody before I go into their lives and before I send people over there. Um, I've been finding out things from that too. And yeah, I know. I don't agree with that though. I'm sorry to hear that. I found out some stuff today about him, as probably did other people, or they already knew. I don't know. But for the future, I'm going to make sure, thank you, that I get to know somebody before I send people over there. Um, and I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I can't believe it. I know. I found that out too. I know. Uh, I know that. But I had to go with what I was being told, and I had to go over there for a reason.
Mom didn't know everything. I understand that people were saying things in chat, but a lot of people have passed, and we can't really believe everything that people tell us on the internet. I mean, that's just that's just facts. Mom only knew that that guy, Florida, had screenshots that needed to be shared. It was very important. It was supposed to just be for that, just information. It took a turn that it shouldn't have. Mom didn't really know. Had she known everything, it wouldn't have happened. She would not have had you guys over there. I can promise you that.
Yeah, it's just like you guys, somebody can tell me something about somebody, but there's a lot of people that are going to come in here because they don't like somebody and they're going to say, oh, well, this person's like this and this person's like that. Like, I don't know. I have to see for myself. I did. and it's not looking good. No, Sharon will not be in the boxes anymore, unfortunately. Sharon will not be on my live anymore. Sharon will not be in the comments anymore. Yeah, I mean, if I do something, I'll get on a channel with 1,500 people, 2,000 people and apologize. I don't have any problem doing that. I'm not perfect. I make bad decisions, and there's times I have to apologize, and I do. Yes, I did. Now, that doesn't mean she won't come on on another account. If she comes in on another account, there's nothing that I can do. She could come in on another account, start talking, try to get in the box. Absolutely nothing I can do about that, but tell her, no, I'm sorry, you're not welcome on my page. You're going to have to leave. That could happen. Well, she's been going around, I guess, saying things and going in people's boxes, going on people's lives. Yes. We have talked with Sharon behind the scenes many times, not about this necessarily, but about other different things. And we had trouble letting her go. There was a lot of things behind the scenes that were going on that nobody knows about because I don't come on here and just tell everybody everything. I don't think everybody needs to know everything in private. Me and my mods, me and my people that I have on my Discord, which is very small. We have did a lot of talking and a lot of group chats with Sharon, and we have tried to talk to Sharon many times. What was triggering? What Sharon said? Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to read all the comments. Very much so. If you want to get up and tell like a situation that you've had with Sharon, or get something off your chest, I'm doing this live tonight for that, so that everybody can kind of be heard without Sharon over talking everybody. And yeah. I know, and a lot of people did like Sharon, and I understand that. And there's going to be people that are mad, and there's going to be people that are upset, and I get that. But there are some things on my page that won't be tolerated, and racism is one. No, she will not be back.
Hi. Am I echoing? I'm sorry. I just want to say I love your platform. As I stated on the other channel, this is the first page I've been on. I love both of the platforms. I was shocked this morning, but you do not control her. Nobody knew what she was doing, and other people just probably wanted to keep the drama down, because you got to think about it. You have influence. So when people come in here and they see her in the box, they're like, okay, well, mom likes her, so we like her too. That's how I was introduced to her. I had never seen her on any other pages or anything. I will say she is loud, but I mean, we all can be loud sometimes, because I know I can be loud too. But the way that she was just saying, the things that they alleged that she had said, those are bad, because we have too many other demons to fight in life to not like somebody or to say something based upon their skin color. Like, that's just ridiculous. So I hope your platform continues to grow, because I did see a lot of people saying that they didn't come over here because of her and that they would be coming back. And I was happy for that. And so many of us were actually supporting you in the comment section. So people know it's not you. A lot of people were saying they enjoyed it, but they felt like she had taken over your platform. So I'm not sure what happened before I came in or anything like that. And I wish her the best. And like I said, it's just one of those things where, it's kind of like when you date somebody and you think they're one person, and then you keep dating them. After a while, you figure out they're a whole different person. And then everybody else knew what type of person they were, but they didn't tell you. You have to find out on your own. So that don't make it such a bad thing. It's just you have to.
Can you mute that for a second, Mommy Amy?
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to. Thank you. My phone was freezing. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I don't want you to take it as something so bad. But like I said, even someone came in the other page's box late and was saying, "Hey, yeah, this other creator was telling everybody to go over to this other page," and I didn't even realize your reach was that much. But it's somebody who silently watched you, and other people were like, "Yeah, it was this creator," and of course it was you, and it was just like a lot of people went over there because you have influence. And like I said, that's why a lot of people like the people who were in your boxes. And I want to apologize because I saw a couple of comments that said I badger people when I'm talking or asking questions. I apologize if I hurt anyone's feeling. I'm very direct. I've always been that way. My son is autistic, so I don't live in a gray world. So I'm always asking direct questions because I've always been like that. My mom was like that with us because I told you I'm a military brat. So it's like I don't realize that I'm so direct with people, or some people don't take direct questions well. They think you're being mean, but you're really not. So I just want to apologize for that because I did see some comments. And yeah, just keep up the good work. I hope all the blessings that you're supposed to have come your way tenfold. Nobody's mad. Everybody is like, Mom, it's not you. You can't control other people. And that's what I wanted to get across. So,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I never really had a problem with Sharon. I just know Sharon, one day I was talking and she was just like, girl, and I was just like, and I said it back because it was just like, okay. But the other stuff that she does, I just don't know. I mean, I don't even think I was following her or anything like that. And I don't go through people inboxes asking them about anybody because I don't care to know. You know what I mean? This is something that I do in my past, and this is something that I like now. Watching TikTok, listening to other people, and learning. But beyond that, like I told the other platform, I don't have time to sit here and do a whole lot of research on people. And sometimes, like I said, you have to live and you have to learn. And it's just that simple.
It is. And I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly growing. Thank you, B, so much for your comment. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Mommy Amy.
Hello. Okay, I will say the first time Sharon didn't like me, I believe, because of Lisa, which some of you guys know. I know Lisa in real life. We grew up together, and I was a mod for her, which I didn't pay because Lisa knew me. So I went on and blocked a few people for a couple of days, and Lisa found out and blocked me. So as soon as I come in your live all the time, Sharon saw me and like blocked me right off the bat. She was like, there's Mommy Amy or something about Lisa's friend. She blocked me. So thank God I talked to Seth and I showed you guys proof that I did it. Like I was a mod, but for unblocked people. Like Sharon, like at first did not want to give me a chance at all. Like she just attacked me from right off the bat.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah, there was a lot of people, I guess, that she was blocking and muting.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know she was doing that right off the bat like that. Because of whatever.
Yeah, I was showing, I showed a text message from me and Lisa to Seth, whatever. I was like, please have her mom unblock me. I love going in there. I promise you, like, I wasn't on Lisa's side. I didn't pay for anything. So I showed you, I think he might have showed you guys, because she was really upset that he unblocked me. That I think you guys had to shut the live down because she was really upset about that.
Right. There's been times I've had to shut the live down because of Sharon because she was
You
so
did.
upset, so outrageous, and I've had to completely end the live. I've had to go on boxes and argue because of Sharon,
Thank you, Sarah.
and that happened last night. And
Yeah.
it's just become too much. It really has just become too much. And that wasn't a red flag. Well, like I said, there were things going on behind the scenes that my mods and can tell you about on why I was having trouble letting Sharon go. Personal reasons with Sharon that I was having trouble letting her go. And I'm a very loving and caring person, and I don't want to see anything bad happen to anybody. But then when the racism started, that's when it just couldn't be tolerated anymore. That was my last straw.
Right. And I said in the comments earlier, I was like, I don't know if everyone else has noticed, but I noticed in the last 2 weeks, it's just been a lot of foolishness in the comment section, people jumping in the box saying crazy stuff. And it wasn't like that before. It was cool, calm, collected. You would sit at the table with the cats and stuff and talk. And then all of a sudden, it was just like all of these random people were coming in here and just being nasty. Lo and behold, they had seen something that we had not seen. And just like today, detected at your front door. Had I not gotten into the live this morning, I wouldn't have never known about it. Because a lot of these, like a lot of your lives, they aren't streamed online. So it's like if I miss it, I miss it. And if other people see stuff, they really don't say anything. And maybe people didn't feel comfortable with coming to tell you because that's your friend. You know what I mean? It's like if you don't want to say something bad about someone's friend.
Oh, um, Christy, I don't know why Sharon's here. Can she get? Does I don't think anybody wants her in the box, correct? I don't know if she came on another account, but she probably needs to be blocked.
All set. I also want to address some of the comments real quick. I see some people are concerned for her mental health, as well as mom hosting this live to air any grievances. I just want to make it clear this will not be to bash Sharon by any means. If she upset you, if we've upset you, we want to hear it. But it is under no circumstances to bash Sharon.
Nope.
We have checked in on Sharon. A few people have. There's been communication, as you guys just saw. She was in the chat. She's okay. There's only so much we can do. There's only so much we can do is the best way I can say it. But again, this is not to bash her. And I also want to say, Sharon's made a lot of mistakes. She's been problematic. I apologize. I truly do. We had to let her go. Unfortunately, there was just too many chances. We care about Sharon, but from a distance. We are not
Um,
here to bash her ever. We're not going to bash her.
no, and guys, I would have to take a poll on that because I know there's a lot of people that are saying you need to let her speak, and there's some people that probably don't want her to. I'd probably have to take a poll if that's the case. I don't know what else to do besides take a poll.
You can
In
do that, Mom. I blocked her, but I mean, we can always, take that decision back. Totally up to you guys.
Well, in my personal opinion, Mom, I think you should stand on your words from earlier and not let her in the box. If there's something she needs to say to you, she can say it behind the scenes. Because I don't want this to turn back into like some, I don't know, just drama. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna stand on what you said, then stand on that. But again, you can do the poll and let everybody else make their decision. And again, it's your platform, so
Right.
the ultimate decision.
I'm just trying to make sure everybody that I do the right thing by everybody. Because I know there are people that did like Sharon. I know there are people that did want to hear her speak. Because maybe closure. I don't know. And so I'm trying to kind of do the best thing. No, I can't stop talking about it real quick. There's people that want to know, so I kind of have to. Sharon's gone, so I kind of have to explain why she's gone because it was very sudden. And so for everybody else to have closure, for everybody else to understand, I had to kind of let everybody know why Sharon's gone, because Sharon was a big part of the lives. Sharon was always here. So I wanted to make sure everybody gets heard. Right.
Well, in that case, maybe you should do the poll. And if you feel like it's getting a little bit out of hand, then you all can block her or do anything else.
Hello,
Just
Jenny.
remember, if she
Hey,
does, I mean, if the poll ends up having her come up here, just everybody be prepared. I mean, the emotions are still running high. It's not going to be a civil conversation. It's going to more than likely be a screaming match, which is
and
what
I
I really
also,
am not in the mood for. So
Right.
just
and,
be what, just know that.
Right.
right, and I just popped up. I'm another mod, and I just wanted to say that I also want to stress that anything she expresses, if she does come in the box, is not shared by mom. I just want to make that perfectly clear because I think that's something that has been an issue in the past. She's been packaged with her, she didn't want to be packaged with her. I'm going to be honest. I mean, nobody wants to be packaged with someone, especially if they're saying things that you don't agree with. But unfortunately, through, whatever means, she was packaged with her. So I just wanted to stress that really quick before the poll ends.
I'm sorry, I don't see the poll.
Oh, there it is.
Up in the top corner, you've got, let's see. I saw it. Where'd it go?
I don't know. I don't see it.
63%, 64% are saying yes to 35 no right now.
How come I can't see it? I can't see it on my end. So you guys are just going to
It's
have
up
to
in the
come
top
up.
left.
I do
Hey,
though.
Mom.
Uh-huh. Hi, Heather.
Sharon.
Yep.
Hey, Sharon's messaging me on the side saying that if you don't know that if I don't tell you to let her in the box, she's gone for good.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
I'm taking a poll right now to see if anybody wants closure, if anybody wants to have her in the box. I don't know what that means. I blocked her on having messaging me and calling me. I don't know. I have people have checked on her today. We can't make her go to the hospital. We can't make her, get looked at. We just can't.
I told her not to threaten me. I don't roll like that. So whatever you.
I'm sorry.
No. You're good. You're good.
We can't. Like, I don't know her real name. I honestly don't, and I don't even know where she lives. Like, I'm sorry. I can't see the poll either. Like, I just can't. So I'm gonna have somebody update me.
All right, I'll update you. Right now, for letting Sharon in the box, yes is at 68.1%, no 32.32%.
So basically, yes is winning.
Yep, yes is winning. Guys, again, it's not going to be pretty. It's not. She's fired up. You just heard from Heather. I mean, do you guys really want? I really think it can make the situation worse. She needs to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought, but the people have spoken, and then I think it would be great if you let everyone down out of the box, and and if she's going to come in, she's the only person in the box. That way, she can't say everyone was over talking her, and then once she gets out what she needs to say, then you can let other people back in the box. Because I think that's the only way
No,
to do
Yeah,
it.
until
if you
the
do, Mom, if you do it, I agree 100% with B. And I also think you should turn the comments off as well, just so no one can say anything that would fire anybody up. And I think it would just be best to turn them off.
I mean, I can do that, but I'm not going to get in like a back and forth with her. Do you know what I mean? If she's not going to admit to, unfortunately, the things that she has said. Okay, so I see the poll now. It says yes 69.83, no 30.17. So you guys are saying to let her speak.
But what is the end game? if she comes in and she's all nice and she's all contrite about everything she's done, what does that mean for your platform? Does that mean she gets to come back on, or
No.
does that mean she still goes away? Because I think that's what people were kind of concerned about.
No, I have said this morning on Discord that she will not be coming back no matter what, because what she has said and what she has done is completely unacceptable, will not be tolerated. She will not be able to come back on this live because I personally do not. I think racism is unacceptable, not tolerated. There's just no way. She was not accepting blame earlier on another platform. She was not trying to learn. She was not trying to apologize. She was not doing anything besides backpedaling and basically saying she didn't say it. I can't work with that. Do you know what I mean? I can't work with that stuff.
We have all tried to explain to Sharon how her words affect other people. You know, it's a hard thing, and we've all tried. It's just that some people don't want to listen long enough to learn anything.
I mean, Heather was one too, along with Jenny and Christy, that was with me earlier, and I never made a step without them this whole time. I always included them in every decision we made. And Heather was one that actually had to leave for a little bit because she just couldn't handle it earlier. Because Sharon just was refusing to listen.
Right. And I'll say too, to back that up, like anytime we're talking as a group and mom will say, or we'll say, Mom, it's your decision. And she'll be like, stop. No, it is not my decision. It is everyone's decision. And, you know, even us as mods and everything, we're like, oh, no, it's your channel. She goes, no, it is our decision. So, I mean, and it wasn't just one time. We've had multiple conversations about this. Hours sometimes even, and yeah, it's been a lot behind the scenes, a lot.
Okay, so people are saying give her 5 minutes to give a closing statement. I've seen a lot of people say give her 5 minutes. So this doesn't become the Sharon show, basically. So the voters have said they want her in the box. So
Okay, hold on just a minute. Thank you, B. And Dave, I wanted you to be able to speak. Hi, how are you?
Good. How's it going?
It's going okay. How are you doing?
Good. I just had a quick question. It sounds like there's probably more than what we all know, but what I heard in that thing today was the C word. Like she said, can I say that word on here?
I'd rather you not.
Okay. That C man or whatever she said.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm 40 years old, but are we to the point where that's bad? Like that's new to me, really. Like I didn't know that was even offensive to anybody, because it's like if you had a white scammer and a non-white scammer, I would refer to them either as the white scammer or the C or the B scammer, right? I mean, or am I wrong? Like, am I totally out of, you know, I didn't know that saying that C word was a bad thing to say now. Like, I don't know what you're supposed to say. Like, I guess she could have said that scammer without saying the C scammer, but
I mean, she could.
I don't know. Maybe there's way more to the story that I don't know. Maybe there's other things, but
She didn't need to. First of all, there's no need to reference a person's color necessarily. But if you were wanting to reference you would say a person of color, or, I mean, that's acceptable. But the other word is.
you just said a person of color. Didn't she say colored?
okay, so how?
Yes,
Okay,
that's not appropriate. That's not.
Okay, well, that's news to me, and I don't want anybody to get down on me because of that, because I did not know that was like a bad thing to say now. I honestly didn't.
It's a
I did.
very outdated term, and people use it for racist purposes. When someone says that to you, they're not saying it because they're being nice, and they're not saying it because it's cute. They're saying it because they know that it is an offensive word.
Okay. I mean, it's just, I guess I'm just out of touch with that because, and I mean, I have black, well, non-white friends, so it has nothing to do with that, but I would still probably use the B word and the W word for a white person, like white guy, black guy. I don't know. But I guess, I don't know how old she is, but not that that's an excuse, but maybe she just didn't even realize she was saying that. But then again, I'm not, I
I mean,
I
she
didn't
even
I
almost
didn't
said the
hear it, so
R
maybe the way
word.
she said it was not, maybe it
She
sounded
almost,
worse than it was. I don't know, but
but she almost said the R word. So you got to think about it. You
oh
can't
yeah, no,
use,
that's different. That's totally different. Yeah.
well, it's still a slur. But the thing is, you can't use somebody's age as a shield. Because
No, I know.
if you're capable of using TikTok and other technology, then you're capable of learning, or you should know that it's not acceptable. It's
Yeah, no,
very
you're right.
bad.
You're right. I get that. I just, and I didn't know if that, because they brought that up like once, what she actually said, and I didn't know if there was more to it or if that was the thing she said that, considered it to be something racist that she said,
It's
or
what
if there
she
was
said
more.
and how she said it.
Okay, that, and that can make a difference for sure. So I just, that's all I wondered, because I heard that in that other thing, and I'm like, okay, was there more to it, or how she said it, or something?
Yeah, Dave, and the other thing is too, I just wanted to chime in. And when she was called out for it, instead of taking accountability for it, she didn't seem to care. She didn't apologize and say, "My God," like you said, you didn't know that that's an outdated term. It's offensive. She didn't go that route. Like that.
Yeah,
That can be, you know what I mean? People can understand that.
yeah,
But
and
she
that's
just kind of was like, I'm not a racist, like, come on, But
yeah.
I get where you're coming from, and I think Dee explained it perfectly. But I wanted to address that too. Maybe she didn't know, but that's when you take the learning opportunity. She didn't,
Right. Okay.
you
Yeah,
know.
I didn't know any other details, so that's all. You
Yeah.
can drop me down.
Have a
Thank
good
you
night.
so much for coming up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, Conjar.
Hi,
Sorry. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing okay.
I've been in your live before, but I kind of wanted to come up for a couple of things, but one being about the guy that was just on. Um, I I grew up with grandparents who were 60 some years old when I was born. And I did come from a household where they did call black people that, you know. And
Sorry.
I had been to like my nan's class reunion where I have heard black people old. I mean, you're talking old, call themselves that. You know what I mean? That so like as much as I understand that there are words that, I have heard, as a child, like the R word that I used to run around and say to my brothers, or the F word that they use for gay people, back then we never meant like any ill will. We didn't know, we weren't as what do you call like woke, I guess, then as we are now. um so I mean, I don't use that word as far as the C word, but did kind of understand, what he was saying, like, because had it not been for the internet, I would have not known that that was an offensive word. You know what I mean? Because again, I grew up in a household with that, and I don't know if this young lady that's on right now, what is her name? G Bree B. That's all I can see on the.
Oh, the third one down.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Jabri.
yeah. I've talked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if maybe like, your grandmother or great grandmother, might have said that, when you were younger. I don't know how old you are. But again, I didn't know that either. I do think that Sharon woman, I think Sharon is a very nice woman. I've been on your live, Mom, many times on other um
Sorry.
like other platforms that I have, on here because of the whole Lisa thing. Um, but I do think she's a bit unhinged. You know what I mean? She's very like manic almost. You know, I did hear the whole Florida guy thing today with her on it, and I thought it was a little bit disturbing. I don't know how old that lady is, but the internet is forever. And I wouldn't personally get on the internet and act like that, but that's just me. I understand that people's emotions are different, but I don't get on the internet and cry because there are worse things that happen. Death is like the saddest thing to me, so I don't cry about anything but death, the people that I love. But I just wanted to reiterate about that because had it had not been for like 2 years ago, I would have not known that that was a wrong word, even though I don't personally use that word.
I just like to say on that it's okay to not know things.
Right. And
Enough
So you
you
still
to
hear
be
me?
open to being, if you're open to being educated on things, that's amazing. We love that. And I appreciate you and I appreciate Dave that was just up in the box. Just, hey, I didn't know. Now you do. I mean, it's
Yeah,
people are open to there's so many people that don't want to understand. They refuse to understand. They refuse to educate themselves on why those things are offensive. That's where the issue comes in. It's not because people
right.
don't understand or don't know. I know that there's people where certain things and words were, in my view, were never acceptable, but they weren't as frowned upon as they are now. And you have to grow as a person and you have to learn. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something about myself. I have been married to a black man for 30 years. I have 2 biracial children. I didn't even know what white privilege was. I had no clue. None. I It took my 25-year-old daughter to educate her 52-year-old mother. I have learned so much from my daughter, but it's because I was open to learn, because I wanted to, and if people are willing to open their eyes and listen for a minute, you can learn a lot and understand from, another person's perspective. So I appreciate
Yeah,
people being open to learning, It's
well,
about learning.
I definitely like am very well aware of change, and change is going to happen whether or not we like it or not, because the world is constantly evolving, and that's just what it is.
yes. Comes up.
So and change is good. A lot of people don't like change because they like how things are, but unfortunately, like there's change that you don't have control over, and then there's change, like you're saying, that you can educate yourself. And if something something you said is wrong, then somebody doesn't need to be malicious about it, but they can tell you. And if they choose to do it again, then that is a problem. You know what I mean? Because they should have heard the first time.
Right.
And I grew up in a very like non-racist household. I mean, I had black girlfriends growing up. My family taught a lot of my little friends how to swim and stuff, and I dated black guys all my life. I've been pregnant twice to them, and you know like I'm fine with it. But again, like I said, I didn't know that again until the internet. So not everybody is like all caught up on the issues, like again saying the R word, saying the C word, saying whatever. So um, I did hear that she was told about it and then continued to say that, which again, I did think that that was wrong. And I'm not here to say anything about that lady. I don't know her. I'm sure she's a very nice person. Um, but I did just want to reiterate that I understood what that man was saying prior, about that, because I was unaware at one time.
But you spoke on being woke. It's not so much as being woke. I think that word is sometimes overused. It's just called being knowledgeable and
Right.
gaining information. And you asked me a question in regards to my grandparents. I'm in the deep, deep South. So I was always taught that you treat others how you treat them. So therefore, I wouldn't call somebody something that I myself think is questionable, or I'm going to say it in a manner that isn't good. Because when you know better, you do better every single time. And no, my grandparents never used that word. Um, Actually, things were very separated into the C word and the W word when my grandparents were kids and my parents were growing up and things like that. So I've always known it to be um, not a good word. I've always known that. And I have never, in my 41 years of life, called one of my friends or anyone I know that word. I mean, why
Right.
would I? So it's just kind of
Yeah,
like,
I understand that. I understand that. And maybe I just, maybe here in Pennsylvania, I know that, different places say different things. I'm not saying that everybody doesn't know that word. I'm just saying that, not every, place, says things the way that other places say things. You know what I mean? And maybe that wasn't something that was in your household. Now, when I went to my parents' house, that word was not used. But like I said, when I was with my grandparents, that is how they talked. And I never saw a problem with it because I didn't know any better. You know what I mean? And as a kid, you don't know any better. You know what I mean? Unless somebody, you know, teaches you. And I unfortunately that particular thing I didn't realize until I was much older. In my mid 30s, pretty much. But again, it wasn't something that I went around and said. So why would somebody correct me on something I never said? You know what I mean?
right,
So
understandable.
yeah. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. And I did say something to you, Mom, in the chat. I know you've been getting a lot of heat, and I really I adore you. I really think that you mean the best, and I'm proud of you for what you are trying to do. No matter if it helps a little, at least somebody said or did something, because I don't foresee this situation really working out in the end. And maybe I've lost faith in the situation, and I am also a recovering addict, and I know how hard it is. Um, and if I've also seen a lot of people unalive from this situation. A lot of most times it doesn't work out. You know, and people ultimately have to be prepared for that. Like Jess, her sister, was in Scam Slams live the other day, and I had added her in there, and I said, what exactly do you think the end result is going to be here? And she said, I think I'm going to bury my sister. And I said, I have to agree with that, because I just think that the situation is just so out of control. I mean, it's completely, and this is from me having an uncle who was a rackhead since '86. Now he's gone now, but it never stopped. Not one day in his life up until 3 years ago when he passed away. And like it was crazy. And he used in the terminology that she uses here and there, like, oh, my medicine. That's the exact same thing that he would say about his rack. Oh, I need my medicine. Oh, my medicine's over there in that bottle. Well, there was nothing in that bottle except for that, you know? And ultimately he did die from that disease. It ended up, starting to shut down his organs. His heart function was really low. And the doctor was like, listen, if you do this one more time, it, it's done. And he didn't for a while. And then he started shooting it, and it was over. So, sometimes there is light at the end of the tunnel, and sometimes there isn't. And I do think that there's a lot of people that have faith in the situation. I mean, my faith is burning out a lot in the situation, but, people do ultimately have to, know or possibly think that this might go down. This might actually happen to this girl. And it is what it is.
But the thing about faith is, it's having the belief in the impossible, that which has not been seen. I would never speak death over someone because we have power in our tongue. Words mean things. As long as that girl is alive, change is possible. That's for all of us. Change is possible in our life. If we want to change our careers, if we want to change our spouses, if we just want to change our homes, change is always available. You never speak death over someone. That's not fair because we don't know what her inner struggles are. You know, she may be fighting with wanting to get help and don't feel like she can get the help without being judged or feeling like she's going to fail at it. So I won't say that I've given up faith in her. Why should I? She's still alive. The situation is not dead. She is not dead. And I just don't know how people are starting to you know, almost they got one of her feet, you know, she got a foot in the grave already. And she doesn't. Yes, she's gotten bad and then yes, it's worse. But there have been people who are worse off than she is and who have made a change in their lives. And that's what we're hoping for her. All is not lost yet, and we're going to keep trying. That's the whole point of these awareness pages, is to get it to a point where she will seek help. So
I'm not necessarily seeking death upon her. I'm just saying that
Please
sometimes
like
it
the
is
live. Thank
inevitable.
you.
Sometimes it is inevitable. And if somebody is so far gone, it is so hard for that person to come back. It is a hard road. Will it be easier than the road that she's on now? Yeah, eventually, but it's a hard road to get to that place. You know, and like, believe me, I watch this girl. I have the ability with my job to listen and watch this girl all day long. If she wants to be on for 10 hours straight, I can listen. And I've been for 2 years. And, you know, I see the decline. I see everything that she's doing. I literally watch. I have been on the phone with her multiple times and trying to help her because I'm in Pennsylvania. You know, this is when she was still like actively talking to tech. I've been in lives with her in tech. But like, I also think that she's at the lowest of the low on how she feels about herself. Again, the chat doesn't help her, you know, with what people are saying, but she herself, I mean, feels like nothing, like, you know,
Lisa,
essentially a shell of a
Ray,
person.
can you please mute your box for a minute? Ray? Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh,
I
I'm
mean,
sorry. She probably didn't come up.
just to look at her, you would know that she feels like nothing, you know, and I, I definitely believe that, you know, uh, there's some kind of mental illness there. I don't believe that's all drug use. I definitely think that, you know, if and when she does get help, she needs some kind of dual diagnostic because mentally there's something off there. Because nobody's acting like, you know, 1 second you're whining, 1 second you're crying, 1 second you're saying F everybody. The next minute it's like all over the place. It's like you're a freaking pinball machine. And again, some of that has to do with the rug use, but some of that I believe is mental illness. That maybe she might just be doing this to get medicated for that reason. Because I've had, my best friend was very manic. Now he unfortunately unalived himself, but he had manic episodes, and it wasn't always. But I would be on the phone with him, and you could hear it switch, like you could
well, I think
do
most
420, or are you? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think most of the stuff that Lisa does, she does it on purpose. So what I mean by that is this is the way that she is able to get the donations that she needs. And I don't think she's in a clear mind to be making any rational decisions. And I think it's from the hug use.
So you don't think that any of it is maybe like bipolar disorder or
My
any of that?
degrees are not in psychology and I'm not a psychiatrist. So
Right.
I
I.
can't diagnose anyone over the internet or anywhere else for
Mhm.
that matter. Because we all go through stuff, you know. My mom died in December. I'm pretty sure I wasn't acting how I normally act. We all grieve different. We all handle emotions differently. Sometimes it can be overwhelming. So to be overwhelmed and then to be utilizing hugs, it could be a lot. But I don't know because I'm not going to be an internet doctor. I'm just not going to do it.
Well,
Hey,
these are,
Mom, I had
this
one
is
more
just my
question.
opinion. It's not, I'm no doctor either. I'm just a mail carrier. I'm just saying from what I'm looking at, this is what it seems like to me. And I may be right and I may be wrong. It's just my opinion. Have I heard other people say this that, did not influence me at all? Yes, I have heard it many times. And maybe some of them were doctors and nurses. I don't know. But just from what I know from, living for 38 years and what I'm seeing, that is the case sometimes. Like it's trauma or it's mental illness or, it can be a mixture of things.
Hey, Conjure, I understand and I totally understand where you're coming from and you've seen that before. I just don't think it's really appropriate that we're going to speculate and try to, diagnose her. I understand it's a possibility and you're coming from a really good place, but I think that we should steer clear of that out of respect.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your opinion. I appreciate you coming up in the box.
Yeah,
Hi,
no problem.
Dave.
Can you get me down, please?
Hi, Dave.
Hey, I had one more question that we're talking about Lisa now. Someone mentioned about negative comments. Why does she never, I've never seen her do it, block those people herself ever? Like she'll sometimes scream for Abby to get in there, but she could have so many of those gone, and I know they would just create new accounts, a lot of them, but maybe they'd get sick of it after a while and wouldn't. But she never blocks them, does she? So I think she wants them coming in like that. I
She
mean,
has blocked a couple of people. She acts like she doesn't have a lot of mods, so she needs help. So she'll say, Abby, get in here and help. Get in here and help me get them.
I
I don't
mean,
know how many she blocks personally. I really don't know.
yeah, I've seen like the same person on a 20 follower account or something say the same nasty thing over and over and over, and I'm like, why would, and then she'll say what they're saying, and I'm like, why don't you just block? Is it easy to block, like if on your live right now? Is that
Yeah,
easy to
and
do?
lots of times I think she does it like she says the worst comments, because she gets more money coming in. If
Yeah.
she says the most horrible, if she reads out the most horrible comments that you can possibly imagine.
It
You
creates
know,
frenzy. It creates frenzy. It provides her. She's able to use those comments to see they're bullying me. They're bullying me. They're lying about me. So that's where the people that feel bad for her and feel sorry for her, then they're like, oh my gosh, this poor girl. She's being bullied to a pulp on this app. Let me help her out. That's my opinion of what that's about.
Yes, I agree. My opinion is every time she displays the victim mentality, those donations go up and she gets them quicker because it's like she reads them out, then she starts crying or pretending to cry. And then that's when people start giving her money because it's like, oh, woe is Lisa again. So it's like, no, we don't want you all to bully her. So we're going to just go ahead and give her the money so she can go ahead and get off the app right now and she'll feel better.
Lisa's very smart. She's been at this a very long time. Even before TikTok, I mean, she's been on Hugs a very long time. She knows how to work to get what she wants.
to the comment about Sharon, we did take a poll. The poll was, I don't remember the exact amount, but the poll was to let Sharon speak. But I don't want the whole live overrun by Sharon. This live was supposed to let people come in and, talk about their feelings and what was going on and why they left and if they're back and get closure. I know a lot of people like Sharon. I feel like if she gets in the box, she's going to do what she does in the Discord, and that's Christy, Heather, tell me if I'm wrong. It's just a big nightmare. She won't listen. She won't understand. She brings up things that aren't happening.
You
And I
guys, she's
just,
just going to get in the box and be the victim. I promise you, mom's not going to get a word in edgewise. We have all experienced this multiple times behind the scenes, and it's not productive. I'm just
I
going to
did
tell
the
you guys,
poll.
it's not productive.
I did the poll,
It's not.
Bailey's
We've
mom.
tried.
I did the poll, Bailey's mom, because people were because Sharon actually came in here. I don't know. I thought I had her blocked. I know that I blocked her on some accounts. She may have come on another one, but anyway, she came in. I immediately had somebody block her, and then people were like, "No, I think she should speak. I would like to hear what she has to say." There's a lot of people that didn't watch the other lives that she had been on, so I took the poll, and it came back yes that they did want her to speak. I'm just trying to figure out the right way to go about it, because if I'm left up here and Sharon's in the box, I'm not going to get a word in edgewise. She's going to start crying, which I feel bad for, and she's just going to tell me everything that I did wrong, like she's been doing over the past how long, Heather and Christy? I don't even know how long we've been dealing with this. And then we are just back at square one.
Now.
Yeah, I think she should have a right to defend herself, but if those people are going to go back and get those pictures or videos, she should wait till after that and then come on, because it's pointless, I think, to have her on now. But if they actually come up with those and she can actually see them herself, because maybe she did forget, then that'd be a different conversation, I think.
Dave, I think it's more than that though, because I think last night she called someone a name as well, and they were mentioning that in the comment section. So I don't think this just is like the two instances that I think it's just the straw that broke the camel's back, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I don't watch a ton. I mean, I watch Moms quite a bit, but those other, like that other one today was the first time I was on someone's like that. So maybe there's a lot of stuff I don't know. I'm sure there is, but
Right.
I don't.
Liz, yeah. I don't think they're lying. That's why I had her leave. I do believe everybody, because there's numerous people that heard it. There's not just one person that heard it. There's numerous people. Tech tried to talk to her today. There's lots of people, different people that tried to talk to her, and she just was not trying to listen. I'm just telling you what we've been going through behind the scenes for a very long time now. And I was just trying to get across that what it's going to be like. So I just want everybody to be prepared that if you want her to come in the box, this is probably what's most likely going to happen. So I don't want everybody to be shocked, because I'm telling you what I've been dealing with for a while now.
Yeah, and if she does come in the box, anything and everything that comes out of her mouth is no reflection on mom.
No.
I want that to be clear. Sharon's her own person, and we don't know what's going to come out of her mouth.
She did message Heather, I guess, and said something. I don't remember what she said to Heather. Heather's the last one that she talked to, I think.
Yeah, she just said that to put her in the box right now or she's gone for good.
And Dave, I love that you're the type of person that's like you're going to give people the benefit of the doubt. However, why would someone need to be corrected by someone if they didn't say something that was inappropriate?
He's down in the comments, I think, now. He said, oops, sorry, I dropped B.
It's okay. So I don't think she would have been corrected by so many people if nothing was said. It wouldn't have been anything to correct her on otherwise.
I was basically, I know there's a lot of people that come in here that have talked to Sharon, that think Sharon's funny, that like Sharon. And unfortunately, I had to let her go very, very quickly. And There's a lot of people some people are upset. Some people want closure. Some people want to talk about it. Some people want to talk to her. And I'm seeing that in the chat. So I took the poll. Yes, I understand. I'm trying not to mention anybody else as far as creators because sometimes I do that and I don't mean to. And so I'm trying not to mention anybody else.
You do not need your words misconstrued at all. And because people will do it, sometimes you may, the phone may go in and out and they may just catch a piece of what you were saying, just a portion of the statement. And then it sounds like something else.
Who triggered her, CR? I don't know what everybody's saying. Who triggered her?
I think that Heather should just go ahead and let her in the box. And if she starts getting out of hand, then you can invite the other mods back up. But let's see how it goes from the beginning. And I'll be down in the comment section. I think Heather should just.
Hello, Simply? I don't know if they didn't mean to
By
connect.
accident. Okay.
I would personally like Christy and Heather up here if they don't mind, because I know how this is going to go. She's not going to listen to a thing I say. I already know how this is going to go. I'm
Yeah, I'll
telling
stay,
you,
Mom.
I've been doing this behind the scenes, and they know what I've been trying to do, and they've been here for it all. And I'm telling you, I'm trying to be real with you guys. There's so many conversations we've had for hours, literally hours, with Sharon. I'm trying to explain it, Heather and Christy, the best way I know how. It's hard to explain it with Sharon because we've literally had so many conversations.
Yeah, I mean, we have had numerous conversations amongst ourselves and with Sharon. We've really tried to get through to her that you really got to watch what you're saying. You can't just get upset and get worked up and let whatever come out of your mouth. I explained to her today, we were kind of chatting back and forth, and I was trying my hardest to make her understand. I said, Sharon, there are people of all races, all nationalities, all religions, all whatever, on the internet. You can't, you have to be aware of what you're saying. You can't just blurt stuff out. I've had numerous conversations with her myself. I've tried to help her understand what's appropriate, what's not. She just has a hard time listening because she's in full-blown defense mode and talks over me and doesn't listen. So I explained to her that in order to learn and grow as a person, you have to listen. That's your first step, to try to make a change or grow as a person or whatever. But
It wasn't just today, though.
no, it wasn't just today. It's been probably 3-4 different times, separate occasions that, we've asked her to not do this, not do that, and it's just not getting any better. And we can't continue to excuse that kind of behavior because none of us align with that. None of us are okay with it. And we don't want to give the impression that we are. So,
what do you mean? So why did everyone act so surprised when she was called out last night? I don't know what you mean.
I wasn't surprised at all. I didn't say a word about it. I saw the comments. It's not, you can't defend that. And that's another thing, like Sharon would, why didn't you guys defend me? Because you threw yourself into the lion's den. I can't defend things when you're saying stuff like that. How am I supposed to defend that? I don't agree with that. So how am I'm not going to defend it. I can't agree with it. So
No,
I'll
and
have my friends stacks until to the end of Earth and Daft. But like Heather said, there's things that we just can't defend. And what Sharon has said, I won't either.
And I went up there a second time last night to try to get her down from the box because she was just up there just out of control. I tried everything. I tried calling her. I tried everything, and I could not get her down for anything. And then that's when I got caught up in it. And it's just been every time I turn around, she's in a box or she's on a live. I know, but I can't. Jen, there was nothing I could do. Like I couldn't get her down. I know, and at some point, I've got to say, hey, if you want to go on all these lives and in all these boxes and say whatever you think or say whatever, at some point, I've got to let her do that, and she's going to have to deal with the consequences. I can't keep, going in there and getting heat from it and get everything that I get from it when I don't even believe what she's saying. That's not something I believe. Do you know what I mean? There's just stuff behind the scenes. There's been a lot of things with her that we've tried to let her go numerous times, and something's always came up, and it was hard to let her go. And this time we just couldn't do it anymore.
Was just, I mean, to kind of give that a little bit of context, just personal things that,
No, she didn't know too much. There's nothing to know. We just, man, I don't know how to explain it.
no, it's not about her knowing too much. It's just about the level of the things coming out of her mouth at different lives. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've wandered into a random live of my own, and Sharon would be in the box, and the comments are going insane with things that, she's a racist. She said Lisa was a lost cause. I mean, just it's been a multitude of things. It's not been just this one particular incident. It's been, 3/4 things in a row that mom is getting attacked over because people lump her and mom together. And that's not fair. Mom's not responsible for what comes out of anyone else's mouth, obviously, especially when it's not even in her own life. She can't control, if it's outside of her own life, she can't control that or control what's said. But she's caught tons of heat for it, regardless. So, and, it's not just about heat being put on mom, it's also about the fact that we don't align with that. We're not okay with racist comments. We're not okay with it. We're not okay with it. So, and like I said, we've tried to talk to her. We've tried to make her understand that you just can't blurt things out because you're upset, because you're offending a lot of people. That's looking bad on all of us. It's making us all look bad. I even broke it down and I said, okay, pretend we're a company. This is like a business. So one of your employees goes out on their own and they start bad mouthing something to do with the company. It's making the company look bad. So, and it's making us look like we're in support of what she's saying, and we're not. And we can't continue to have someone in our group that does that.
Correct. I don't know what to do because we've been unfortunately dealing with this for a while now, and it's hard to let somebody go sometimes when they're crying and screaming and you feel bad. You
Yep,
don't want
exactly. She had a good
that
way
to
of doing
happen.
that to us, and mom, if we are going to do this, I do recommend, I know with Sharon behind the scenes, but I think we need to at least try to lay the ground rules with her. And if, at the first time she breaks it, out, just gone, because it's going to get outrageous. I know it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about what to do. Yeah, I know. I don't want her to say, well, I'm going to be gone forever and upset people like she did earlier because people were like, oh, here comes Seth. That's not good. Because people were like messaging me over and over and over again saying they were concerned about her
Why?
physical
Wait.
health.
Why is it not good that I'm here?
Because every time we're talking about something super, super stressful, you're here, and I don't want you to be here because every time, I don't mean I don't want you to be here. I mean, when we're talking about something good, you're never here. But when we're talking about something stressful, you come in, and I don't want you to think every live is like that. It is not. I want these lives to start being less stressful. I want them to start being more happier lives and for us to start getting education out because I know Seth has been overwhelmed by this.
Can I interrupt you for 1 second?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll make this quick. Was your mod for so long. I was in the middle of of 90% of the crap. So I don't want you to feel like I'm starting to think your lives are chaotic because I know for a fact they're not. Like I just came in to get some info, and it definitely seems like from what the chat says, I've been missed.
Well, you have been, and
You
that's
have been
why
missed.
you have been, and that's why I had that breakdown on live, unfortunately, in front of everybody because, Seth was basically like, "I can't do this. Like, this is just too chaotic. This is just too much," and I felt bad. I honestly have felt bad. And I've talked to him behind the scenes, and Seth, I've been talking to him every day. He's still been in Discord, but losing Seth was a huge loss. I'm not going to lie to everybody and say that it wasn't. And I do feel like Sharon had some blame in that because she was making the life so chaotic, so stressing everybody out that he just couldn't do it anymore. And now that Sharon's trying to get back in the box, that's why I was like, oh, geez, I can't have Seth be a part of this now because I don't want him to get upset again.
Let me
Yeah,
stop
he
you
can hear.
there again. Personal opinion, I don't think we should give Sharon another chance. We've been through this too many times. It's
Right.
not worth anybody getting upset, and she's gonna turn around and say, "Hey, I'll never do it again," and then 5 minutes later, she's doing the same exact thing she swore she wasn't gonna do. So
Right.
y'all really have to ask yourself: do we really want to give her another chance only for her to blow it? Is that worth all this?
And I do have to say, Seth has been a part of this behind the scenes, and he has seen, things that have been going on with Sharon. Me and him have talked, and so he knows all about the Sharon thing. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to go over. I don't know if it's a good thing if she goes in the box. I mean, do you guys really need, you know what I mean, to hear, I guess, her last goodbye? Or I don't even know.
No, and no. I'm saying absolutely not because if she, how do I put this? If she, so far from the messages I've got, she's been trying to claim that she was the victim, but so she's gonna turn it around. So it's not worth it, like whatsoever.
She does do that. And Seth can even be a witness that I have tried to let Sharon go before this, and it's been very, very hard. Seth, do you agree with that?
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree with it. And Cindy just said I think it would bring more stress to everybody. I agree. It would wholeheartedly bring more stress to everybody because when I logged in, I saw the chat, and a lot of people even said they left because of her. So imagine how much more damage you're gonna do to your channel if you bring her back.
Yeah, and Seth knows this because I've actually been on the phone with Seth many times about Sharon. And he knows exactly how hard it's. We already took a poll. Um, Seth knows exactly how hard it's been to let Sharon go. We've talked about this numerous times. That's what I'm trying to say. Everybody's like, well, why didn't you let Sharon go a long time ago? Unfortunately, we didn't want to see anybody get hurt. Okay. We didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. We didn't want to make somebody feel like they're all alone. If you guys were in on the conversations that we were in, I guess you would understand it just wasn't that easy. Right. Right.
It's never easy to let somebody you're close to go, but at the same time, it's never easy. It's not fair that our group has to take heat because of her. It's not worth all that. Like, yeah, there were some nice moments with Sharon, but there's been so many more awful moments that's been pretty much stressing us out from the inside out.
Correct. We were all very stressed when Sharon was around. Hi, Kayla. Kayla? Oh, they must have hit a button. Right. I mean, you know, I don't know if she would or not. Nancy, I can't say anybody won't do outrageous things, but I don't have her address and I don't have her full name. She's been in contact with my mods. She has made statements. I'll be gone forever. I don't know if it's just attention seeking or if she's, I don't know. I couldn't
And
tell.
I want to assure the chat, yes, we do take, her saying that seriously, but I also want to assure you guys, she also does not live alone. So if she should be, in any sort of danger, she's not alone. So if that's peace of mind for you, please take it. We can't do anything. We
Uh,
don't even know her real name. So
Paisley's Mimi. Okay, it says, can I ask why you let her stay in your boxes so long then? Well, that's what I was trying to explain. Behind the scenes, we tried talking to her. We tried to get her attention. We were constantly in contact with her and having talks with her as a group. It wasn't that easy without going into personal things. It just wasn't that easy to stop her. We have tried. We all have tried.
That, and if she wasn't allowed in the box to, for lack of a better term, literally dog pile on somebody, or she was emotional, we wouldn't let her in the box because she was emotional. It just wasn't worth it.
You have to
So
request a box. Sorry, Seth, go on. Sorry.
it's more so that 9 times out of 10 she wanted a box. She was very, 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 very unhinged and emotional, and we just could not do it because if she lost control, she was gonna get the live shut down.
You have to, if you want to ask a question, you have to request a box. Very
Or you could type
controlling,
it in the chat as well.
very controlling, very loud. Saying different things to make us feel bad.
Manipulative at times,
Yes.
gaslighting.
Yes. And that happened to all of us. Okay, all you guys gotta do is request a box. Whoever wants to ask a question, this is what tonight's live is about. For everybody to get the answers that they're wanting.
Hey B, good to see you.
Hey, Seth. Good to see your handsome self back in here. So my quick question was,
Everybody, I've told everybody about this before. Seth is taken. Okay. Okay.
He's like, it's okay. I'm
I always
blushing.
have
It's okay.
I always have to have his girlfriend's back. He is taken. Okay.
oh, girl. he's too young for me anyways. But I just wanted to know, does anybody know why when she got in the boxes on the other channel this morning, she was acting so surprised? Since you all have said that this has been an ongoing situation, she acted so surprised that mom made the decisions that she made. She was like, this is the first time I'm hearing of this, and I'm so hurt because she didn't say anything to me about it. That's all. I was just sitting here
I
wondering.
wanted to address that. I'm glad you brought that up, B, because there's things I forget because there's been a couple of days where it's just been so wild all the time. Yes, I did want to address that. This is not, and the people in my box can tell you this is not the first time we've talked about this, and she has known. We have told her you have to stop this. I told her if you don't stop, you're not going to be able to come back. Like we have went over this with her. This is not the first time. It's not drama. I'm answering people's questions. Uh, this was not the first time she has been told this at all.
Yeah, we've told her multiple times, but B, you know how when she gets in the box, she kind of just takes over the whole live. Over in the Discord, when we're, talking like this, you can't get a word in. Absolutely not. It's totally all Sharon. So while we're telling her, she's not listening because she's too busy yelling. So she may not have actually heard us because she was too busy yelling. So that might help answer that one.
Okay, yeah, because she had me clutching my pearls because she just seemed so surprised and so out of it and so like she's almost like she was betrayed. Like this is the first she's ever heard of it, and how dare mom express herself on another platform and not tell her first. It was just a lot. Yeah, definitely blindsided, Laura. That's a good word. Definitely blindsided. That's exactly how she acted.
Yeah, no, she's been told about this many times from everybody, I think, in one word or another. Yeah, I know. I thought that was funny. She said, I'm clutching my pearls. Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, I had to giggle. I had to cover my mouth. That was cute. But yeah, she's been told about this constantly, many times by, I think, almost everybody that has been around me. She has been told one way or the other. Hi, breast cancer survivor.
Um, I really enjoy listening to you. I know I've came in a few times. Now that
I can barely hear you.
Her connection's bad. Give it a moment.
I'll go out and
Yes.
Yeah,
come
we can
back
hear
in.
you. Oh, no, okay.
Okay?
All right.
I'll go out and come back in.
Okay.
Okay. I'll accept you.
I was screaming while muted. I wanted to say, no, it's your connection.
Yeah, I saw her
I'll get
back.
out.
Oh yeah, here
Oh,
you are.
I'm
You're coming in
sorry.
now.
No,
We're just sitting here. Sorry. Yeah, if anybody has a question, now's the time to come up. All you got to do is request a box. I know people have been asking. Request a box and I'll let you up.
I guess my question would be, did anybody else know that she was like running rampant over TikTok and over the internet?
Hi. Sorry, I'm kind of feeding my dogs at the same time, but I do have a question, not about what we're discussing per se right now, but of somebody else. I don't want y'all upset at me, but there's a girl named Star that talked a lot of crap on the Discord that people just seem to let that go.
Hold on. I'll clarify that.
Okay,
There
thank you.
No, no problem. No problem. So there was a Discord. I have talked to people who joined the Discord recently. They said they had joined to defend a friend of theirs. I'm not gonna mention names because the people who were already in said Discord was talking crap on everybody. So then that Star joined to try to spread the word out about somebody else's live, and then the nasty people who were already in the Discord started jumping on her, talking about her son, saying that her son should have been unalived. Granted, this is they're talking about an infant.
Please like the
Um,
live, everybody. Please like the
Right,
live.
but what I'm talking about is when she was making fun of
yes,
the
I know
you know
exactly
you know
what
what
you're
I'm
getting
talking
at.
about? Yes.
I'm getting to that.
Okay, thank
So
you.
what happened was, and this doesn't justify it.
Right.
Yeah, this doesn't justify it. She lost her temper because people were telling her, "Oh, your son should have been unalive." This, that, and the third. She lost her temper, said what she said. Now, to address that, we did talk to her. She said she shouldn't have said what she said was wrong. She absolutely shouldn't have said that. And she did say her temper flared because, again, let's be honest, nobody would be thrilled if somebody tells you your child should have been unalive. That being said, what she said was wrong. We did address it. We're honestly not gonna keep beating her up for it, but going forward, we're just gonna make sure everybody's careful about what they say, and we're just gonna stay in our lane going forward.
But shouldn't the same premise be for Sharon?
Oh yeah, we talked to Sharon multiple times, and she's turned around and done it again. So at this particular moment in time, we had to let her go.
All right, I think that this is just my opinion, but I do think that that star person should make a public apology. That's just me, but y'all do whatever y'all want to do because I don't think it's going to go away otherwise.
Does anybody?
Okay, I understand what you're
just letting
saying.
you
I
know.
completely.
Does anybody
I
want
completely.
to? I'm sorry. Does anybody want to reach out to Star and see if she wants to come up since she is being discussed, and she does want to have the chance to apologize?
Yeah, I can reach out. I do see what Dora is saying. I do want to say, Dora, thank you for being respectful. Thank you for not being nasty because
Of course not. No, of course not.
It does get a little out of control when people are nasty, but seriously, thank you so much for being respectful about it. We are going to see what we can do about Star. Unfortunately, I can't promise anything, but I'm
Thank
going
you so
to.
much. Thanks
I'm
for
going
letting
to.
me up.
Oh, no problem. Thank you again for
And
being
by the way,
kind.
I just want y'all, please check on Sharon.
We have.
Just check on her. Okay,
We have.
thank you. I'm going to go now. You can kick me. You can kick me.
Take care, Dora. Have a great day, okay?
I don't want.
Well, you don't kick me out, but you can kick me from the box. That's
Yeah,
okay.
no. We know what you meant, but seriously, have a great day. Thank you again for being kind.
Guys, I do want to say in the comments, there are people that want certain things and there are people that do not. So if certain people want apologies or certain people want to talk to people, that's what this live is about. When people are saying, no, don't do that. No, don't do this. But there are people that want it. So, I have to give them their chance to talk and, whatever they want to do, because that's what I told everybody this live was about. So I have to give everybody their chance to speak, ask questions, and talk to the person that they're wanting to talk to.
But mom,
I'm just really glad she was nice about it, honestly.
But wouldn't it be more beneficial if someone expects something from someone else to go to them kind of directly? Because like you're saying, this is what this live is for this time, but this is not going to be your content moving forward. Do you know what I mean? So if a person feels like someone has wronged them, shouldn't they go to that person? Or do
Well,
you
the thing is it involves so many people have seen the Discord. So there's a lot of people in here, not just one. Unfortunately, there was a lot of people in that Discord. So I think there's numerous people that want to talk to her. And
I go
do you
ahead, Mom.
understand
I'm
what
sorry.
No, do you understand kind of what I'm saying, guys? I kind
Yeah, of course.
of want to do it, talk about it, so that we can move on. And that's what this live is supposed to be about. Like, okay, let's talk about the share or Star thing. Let's talk about the Sharon thing. Let's talk about whatever problems we were having, and then we can just get it out of the way, and then we can move on. That's what I was trying to do, because I know there's a lot of people that are asking a lot of questions, and this is their time to do it, and then I want to move on. Yeah, then be done and
Okay.
then move on. Exactly.
Well, I agree. I agree. I'm just kind of lost because I don't know what the Discord thing was. I'm not on it, so I don't know what that was about. But I was just asking, not just for Dora, but like for other people as well. Like moving forward, how would you want them to um
Moving forward, I'd like
say
for them to
this?
talk directly, but right now
Right.
it's just a night of, if they have questions about what's been going on for the last 2 to 3 days, now's the chance to ask them, and so then we can move on. And then if they have questions from this point on, like after the live, then they can go to that person directly. They can come to me. They can do whatever they want to do. I just thought I'd give everybody a chance to speak their mind, ask questions, and then we should be done. I was trying to let everybody have that chance because losing Sharon was very sudden. It happened today, and I didn't know Star was going to get brought up tonight, but since she is, she may want to come out and say something. I don't know. This is what she's
Yeah,
been wanting to
in
do.
regards to Star, it just may be that some people weren't in the live, but Star did address it. She took accountability for what she said, and she was in a box for a very long time, to be honest. I'm
Yeah,
sure she's just busy right now, but I'm sure if she's in here, she wouldn't mind taking a box, to explain further. But I don't think that she has to keep on doing it.
No, I don't either. That's what I'm saying. This will be the last night. If nobody hears it tonight, I'm sorry. They're just going to have to go directly to her, and that's just how it's going to have to be. And especially with Sharon too. I know people keep asking about Sharon and her well-being. The last person I think that has talked to Sharon is Heather. She kind of got a weird message from her. I don't know from this point on, because unfortunately I was getting called, I'm not exaggerating, so many times a day, during dinner, during lunch, all through the days, all through the night. I could not do that anymore, so I did have to block her from my phone. You guys, I don't know how to explain this. It's been bad. It's been bad behind the scenes. I'm not saying anything mean. I'm saying this has been really bad. So it's not as easy as just calling her up, okay?
Yeah,
yeah,
guys, this
we're gonna
isn't
have to.
this isn't by any means a Sharon bashing session we're having up here. I mean, we all care for Sharon and wish her the best. It's just best that we separate ourselves and that's it. I mean, that doesn't mean we don't care about her. Of course, we're concerned about her. Um, we all have hearts, and we know she does too. At the end of the day, but um, we're keeping in contact.
I
We,
just can't.
we appreciate the concern, though.
Yeah, I'm just not going to be talking to Sharon on a regular basis right now. Until this kind of calms down, and until she can kind of keep her cool. Because I have been kind of the main one that's been taking a lot of heat, getting in boxes, and kind of having to, take a lot of things for her. And I've been the one to answer all her phone calls, and I just can't do it. It's very stressful. And right now, I'm just going to have to distance myself. I'm sorry if people get upset by that, but I can't do a wellness check on her because I don't have the information that they need. I don't know her address. I don't know her real name, but I do have her phone number. I've admitted to that.
But Mom, I knew it was something bothering you because I could tell you would be live and you would be like in the middle of a statement, and she would be saying something like call her, or she had something for you, or whatever the case may be, and you'll say, well, isn't it an emergency? And then she'll make like it was an emergency. You would shut your live down so that you could see what was going on with her, and then you'll come back live maybe 5-10 minutes later, and you've done that several times.
And I'm glad B is up here, because B has really taken notice to what's been going on in the lives and bringing up very, very important things that have happened. that she's witnessed, because that's another thing I've had to do. I've had to literally shut down my live because I would be trying to teach her, and I'm not saying this in a mean way, what is urgent and what's like an emergency. Because she didn't really know the difference. And I was trying to teach her that, and she would be like, no, it's an emergency. And I'd have to shut down my live, go over and find out what's going on, which wasn't an emergency, and then come back on live. And it was just a lot. So that's another thing that was going on behind the scenes. And like, people are like, well, where did you go? Like, everything was fine. Like, why do you keep getting off live? And I'm like, I didn't want to tell everybody what was going on. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to make Sharon look like a horrible person, because that's not what I'm trying to do, or make her look like, I don't know what the word is, dramatic. But yeah, it was very overwhelming. There would be times I was out to dinner. There would be times I was at urgent care helping my daughter, and she'd be blowing my phone up over nothing. It's saying it's an emergency. It's an emergency. And it wasn't. It was something she needed to tell me, but it wasn't an emergency. And I would try to be letting her go off the phone, and she wouldn't get off the phone. She would be talking over me. She's loud. She would be crying. She would be kind of irate. And it was a lot. That's why I'm saying I'm going to have to distance myself. And I know people are upset, because I know people are like, well, don't you care? Yes, I do care. That's why I put up with it for so long, is because I cared. But guys, this happened all day long. All day long this happened. I don't know. I'm not going to diagnose anybody at all. I'm just saying what I went through, and I'm just telling you guys what has happened to me in the last months. I don't even know how long it's been now.
Yeah,
Uh,
I pay attention to everything. I may not say anything. I pay attention to everything, and I remember everything.
I see that.
And I noticed she did it a lot on weekends, especially on Saturdays. That was like her day of choice, to always have some form of emergency. She did it always. She probably did it a lot, but I just really noticed it on the weekends, because it would be back to back to back. And then what she would do is get people in the chat to get your attention as well. So now you got everybody in the chat off topic, because they're trying to tell you that Sharon is trying to talk to you.
Exactly. And then she would put in the chat things like, I can't tell you what I just found out. I can't tell you and I'd be like, don't start this whole mess. Like, don't be doing that. Don't be putting stuff in the chat. So then I would ask her, please don't be putting stuff in the chat, because people are like, well, what's going on, Sharon? What are you talking about? And she'll be like, I can't tell you. I'm not supposed to tell you. And I'm like, what? And so it was just wild. It was wild. It was exhausting. It was overwhelming. It had me to the point of crying. Because I just couldn't get her to stop. And it's not easy when you want the best for somebody and you don't want anything bad to happen to them, and you're trying to let them go, and they're crying and they're screaming and they're begging. It's not easy when you're on the other end of that. It's really not.
Yeah, that's a one-sided friendship. We're supposed to pour into others as they pour into us. But sometimes we meet people who just take, and they literally empty our cups. I don't know why she doesn't understand that you have a husband, you have a child that lives with you, you have animals. You can't give her all of your mental or physical energy. Alexa, stop.
Correct. And there were times that I was actually talking to somebody off the app about things that they were going through and important stuff. And she actually came in and said, it's an emergency. I need you now. And I'd have to leave. And I'd say, is this urgent or is this emergency, Sharon? And it was always like super, super important emergency. I'd have to get off what I was doing, talking to them about something important, and go to her about the emergency, supposed emergency.
Yeah,
Some of this happened on live, which was embarrassing to me. Okay, a lot of this is embarrassing to me too, but I didn't know how to stop it. And like my mods will tell you, it just wasn't easy to get it stopped. It just wasn't, guys. I don't know how else to tell you. If you've ever had somebody, if you've ever been around somebody like this or had somebody like this in your life, where it was always just crying and screaming and bringing up things from the past and saying what's happening in their life to where you feel bad, it's not easy to let it just say, oh no, you're gone.
Yes, because it builds a trauma bond. That happens with a lot of people who have some form of relationship with narcissists. Not calling her a narcissist because I'm not going to diagnose anyone, but I'm just saying it builds a trauma bond because now you feel like you need to talk to this person or you need to give them your time because it's like, oh my goodness, they've cried wolf so many times. What if this is the real time? What if this time I don't answer and it's really important?
Well, yeah, just like she got done telling Heather, if basically I need to get in the box or I'll be gone forever. Like, what does that mean? Like, what happens if something does happen? Like, and then I don't talk to her. You know what I mean? It's just, it takes one time for her to be depressed, upset, not okay, and something bad to happen.
But it's you know, but that's also a form of manipulation too. I
Right?
mean, it can be, and you know, I hate it when people do that. That's not okay. That's not okay.
No, it's
Because
not.
she's told you later that, oh no, I didn't really mean that. I was just upset. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so, but we are, you know, talking to her, so she's okay.
Yeah.
Right, but it's like, what were you doing before this? Who were you doing this to before me? You know what I mean? It's like the calls all day and night. That's a no-no. Like, I probably would have blocked that lady so fast, my head would have been spinning. Just because it's like we all have boundaries, and sometimes once you let somebody cross a boundary, and every time you mark a line in the sand, they'll just keep on crossing it, keep on crossing it. You just keep on making those lines, and they're like, forget the line. I don't have to. There's no lines there. I can do whatever I want, and this person is going to talk to me.
I feel like that was what was happening because she kept on, I would say, hey, don't do this. We need to make scheduled times where we can talk, and it just seemed like every time I said something, it kept getting worse and worse and worse, and she just wouldn't stop.
Just like earlier, the dramatics was everybody saying, hey girl, just take a break from the app for a little while. Well, she goes, nobody has to ever worry about me on this app or something like that because I'll be gone forever. It's like they pick certain words to get certain emotions out of people. So just like Heather said, it is a form of manipulation. It's emotional manipulation.
Yeah, I'm seeing that, and we just didn't know how to let her go. And with the things that she was doing here lately, we just didn't have any choice. Do you know what I mean? It was like, okay, this can't be fixed. Like this can't be solved. Like we were trying to, and she just wasn't hearing it.
And she fine. It's hours later, and she want to talk about it. If she can't get in the box, she'll be gone forever. Well, bye. I mean, that's just the type of person I am. I'm sorry, but it's kind of like, okay, well, I mean, what else do you want me to do about it? Like, you've crossed over my boundaries. You've done some things I don't like, and it's like, and she's going to tear a platform apart. And let's be real, 98% of the people who like her because she's associated with you. That's the only reason why they liked her, because everyone wants to come in here and be respectful to you.
And I was kind of getting upset with Sharon over a lot of different things that she was doing, and I didn't want to keep correcting her on live because she would get, and I'm pretty sure you guys heard this too. She would get on the little cute little ducky. Thank you. She would get on to me. You've embarrassed me. You called me out on live. You embarrassed me on live, and so I would try not to do that because she said I was embarrassing her. But I didn't like all the things that she was doing on live, and I was just like, oh no, please don't. And like I said, I just didn't know how to stop it. And I'm sorry to everybody for that. I really do apologize because this should have been stopped a long time ago. But behind the scenes, we were going through a lot, and it was very draining for everybody. Everybody, even Seth. Seth left one day. It was just Heather. She got out of the box today. It was a lot.
Yeah, I want to address a couple things first. I Mom is correct. It did get stressful. And I did quit modding because it was so stressful. I stayed away from lives because it was stressful. But Sharon was not the sole reason I left. I will admit she was oh my god, give me 1 second. She was a huge part. But that's not the sole reason that I left. But I will be right back because my phone's ringing and I'll finish addressing it. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, but there was actually, after you made your statement this morning, Mom, and which I thought was absolutely beautiful, it was so many people in the comments saying, oh, I love Mom, but I stopped going because of her. And I was just like, I didn't even know she was like an issue like that. I noticed stuff, but you can notice things but not know the backstory behind it, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I was witnessing. And I was just like, oh, okay. Because it was a lot of people. It wasn't just one person. It wasn't two people. It was a lot of people saying, hey, I stopped going because of her. And I don't want to watch her and stuff like that. And I was just like, and they were like, because she's always over here. And I thought when I first came to your page, she was in the box. So I had no clue.
You don't want to tell everybody sometimes what's going on with somebody because you don't want people to think of them differently. Because sometimes when you say certain stuff about somebody, especially like on a live or you're talking to somebody about it, there's a lot of people who look at people differently because of it. And I was trying to not have that happen. I didn't want anybody to hate her. I do want her to have a great life. That wasn't the purpose of all this, but at some point it just got to be too much. And now that other people have come out and said, actually she was doing this in my box and she was over here on my live doing that, and it's like, oh, okay, well, then I can only do so much.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to answer a phone call. But yeah, Sharon was part of the reason because I would try to explain stuff to her. She would absolutely not listen, and it was frustrating. And then on top of that, we're getting swarmed left and right. And it's like, and I've even tried to go and convince people, hey, what Sharon does is not reflective of what Mom's lives are. Sharon can't control herself. Plus, I'll be the first to say there have been times where I've literally had to pull everybody away for a second because everybody got heated. So when, and it gets frustrating. And I'm not saying that to brag or to be like, oh, I'm the big man on campus. No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I've literally did my part to try to keep this little family we have safe. And trust me when I say stuff goes sideways, it gets frustrating. And I got to my boiling point. And a little backstory on me is I have an anger problem. I'm not proud of it. I worked on it in my adult life. I don't want it to come out, especially with the group of ladies I'm around, because it is not a pretty sight.
I love
and
you,
I do
Seth.
not want. Yes.
I said I love you.
I love you too. It is not a pretty sight. So I did not want them to be around that. So when I got to my breaking point, I had to step away from the live. I had to stop modding. I just had to stay away. And for that, Mom, I want to apologize to you for not saying a word right then and there. I did not mean for you to break down, but I had to literally do whatever I could to protect you and protect everybody else in this group, because it was just not worth my bad side coming out, especially in front of a group of ladies. It just was not worth it.
I understand. I really do. I really do.
Hey, Seth.
Yes,
Uh,
Heather.
I just want to say you are the big man on campus, and secondly,
No, I'm not. I am just being honest. I am literally just doing my part to protect you guys. That's it. I'm
I know,
not
and we love you
bragging. I'm
for
not
it.
trying to get a big head. I'm not doing any of that bull crap.
You sure
It's
you don't want
me
to sing?
being
You don't want to
honest.
sing a little? You don't want to sing a little while you're here?
Yeah, good freaking try.
All right. Hey, I had to give it the old college try, but we love and appreciate you, Seth.
Yes.
Too.
Hi, Brooke. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Thank you.
Okay, so I just want to start this off by just saying that this is only the second time I've ever taken a box before. The other time was last night on Florida Man's Live. So, I'm just here to say that I have been watching in the background. I kind of stay in the background. I throw likes, I throw gifts, whatever I need to do. However, you, Mom, have a fantastic platform. And I feel like everybody in here knows your true intention. However, you are only responsible for yourself and your home, and that is it. You cannot solely take on all of the responsibilities of another adult that made adult decisions and chose her words the way that she wanted to. Also, you cannot take the responsibility for all of us going over to Florida Man's Live either. We are adults and chose to go check that out. I understand that it was under false pretenses. I totally get that. And I mean, but hey, it gave us all awareness of him and how he is and how he operates, and that leaves us the choice to do with what we want. I just want to say that I love what you guys are doing, and I feel like there is nothing but love and light in most of everything that's happening. And yeah, that's pretty much all I just wanted to say. I just want to say I don't want you to take responsibility and put this on yourself with stress and anything, because you are only responsible for yourself and your home, and that's it.
Thank you, Brooke. And I wanted to say, yeah, about the Florida Man thing. Have definitely learned from that. You know, you have to live and learn. I've learned from that. I didn't know him. And next time I'm going to get to know people before I send people over there. I knew as much as you guys did, kind of. And yeah, it was bad. And I have apologized for that. I will say I apologize for it now, and I will do better next time. I'm not going to do that again when I don't know the person. That's for sure.
Well said. And I truly understand that, but also I am grateful that I went over there, because had I had not, because I'm typically someone that just stays in the background and I listen and I do my own thing, and that's how I just like to operate. And I would have not known about him. And so if he would have come across my For You page or whatever, I'm just happy that I learned it very quickly last night. And it was the first time I had ever taken a box, and I told him exactly how I felt, and that's just that's how it ended, and that's fine with me. But yeah, that's not your responsibility.
Okay, so you were in the box last night.
Yes, last night was the first time I've ever taken a box, because whenever the major thing that really upsetted me was to say, don't tell people what to do with their money, and don't, you know, like, don't tell adults what they can and cannot do with their money. And if she's not getting money this way, then she may be on the street. However, again, like I said, I'm a full believer of what we do in our reactions are our own responsibilities, and that is it. And if she chose that route, that has nothing to do with me. I would have not chosen that life for her. However, if she made those choices, it would not be because she wasn't getting money in a life. And the fact that it was said that you should let people do what they want, adults spend their money the way they want, but then 2 seconds later preach, why are these awareness pages having gifts on? That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm an adult, and if I choose to gift, I can gift the same way as you want to feel that everybody should have the right to give her money. If they want to give her money, then you need to feel the same way about as gifts.
Yeah, because like if I want to take my gifts that people give me and I want to re-gift people that I like and I like their content, I should be able to do that. And I don't want anybody to tell me, No, oh, you can't gift this person, but you can gift this person. No, I want to gift who I want to gift, and that's the end of it. I don't want anybody to tell me what to do with my gifts.
Absolutely. And I feel the same way. If somebody wants to be an enabler to Lisa and is open and is okay with that feeling of when she is, God forbid something horrible happens and they can have that on their conscience, then that's on them. However, the people that are gifting that are unaware of the situation, that's where the problem lies. That's where the scam and the lying and all that, that's where there's a problem. However, gifts, if I want to gift somebody, I'm sorry, that's just that I'm going to do that, whether
I
you
did
like it or
not
not.
gift a active hug user ever, because when it comes Wednesday, they can get that money out, and then they can take that money and they can use it on the hugs, and that could be their very last time that they do it. So I would definitely not gift a hug user ever.
Absolutely. And I fully agree with that. And I feel the same exact way. But going in and letting people know that what they're gifting towards, as far as Lisa goes, is a lie and a scam and stuff, that is not the issue. And they kept saying, let people do what they want with their money, let people do with their money. That's fine, but they need to know what they're doing with their money. When I gift you, for instance, I know that I'm gifting you. I know that it's not under lies and a scam of you're going to go get food and you need money for food, and that's a lie. However, when it's people gifting to Lisa and us coming in and informing them where their money is going, that is not, I don't see the issue with that. And apparently, Florida's man's wife or whatever had an issue with that. But in saying let people do what they want with their money, but then in the same sentence say that you shouldn't be gifting awareness pages, they shouldn't be getting gifts. Okay, well, I don't get what that's, it's so hypocritical. I don't understand it.
And if everybody remembers correctly, when I did that live to send people over there because I wanted to talk about screenshots that were very important to me, I said, you don't have to like him, you don't have to follow him. And I meant it. Like I didn't know him, so you make your own. I said, you look for yourself, you hear for yourself, you make your own opinion. I said that in my live.
Yes, you did. And I was there when you said it. And again, it goes back to we are all adults and we all make our decisions. I made the decision to go over there. And I'm thankful that I made that decision to go over there because then I realized really quick how he was as a person so that I don't have to figure that out later on when he comes against my For You page. And I think that he's under good intentions. I learned really, really quickly who he was as a person.
I appreciate you saying that because, yeah, I gave people the option and I told them, listen and look for yourself. And then I got basically the heat for sending everybody over there. And that wasn't what I was trying to do. I do thank you for saying, hey, we had the right to not have chance to go over there or not go over there. And we decided to go over there. Hello, Ethan?
But I'll go ahead and drop out real quick. Sorry.
Quickly say, correct. I just want to quickly say, I'm not sure what Quickie Mart he bought his audacity from to tell people when and where they should gift or who shouldn't be receiving gifts, because he was so proud to announce today that he had to pop a few of those things, not so many words, not his words, but before he could even go live. So he's willing to admit that he's an active hug user, but he wants to go ahead and tell other people what they should or should not be doing. Like what Quickie Mart, honey? Did you go buy your Audacity for $4.99? That is crazy.
Yeah. And that's another thing I wanted to bring up, B. I know Bree's funny. I have to sometimes hold my hand over my mouth because I giggle. But it's like that's another thing, guys. I want everybody to understand. Unfortunately, I did not know he was doing that. I had no idea he was doing that till today. I found out today on another thing that he was doing that. I had no idea. There's sometimes I don't. That's why I feel bad about sending people over there. I found out today that's the situation with him. I had no idea. I had no idea. that's why I'm not sending people over anywhere anymore. I was actually doing it over the screenshots because it was actually affecting me personally. But yeah, I found out today that news too. So that was, yeah. There's a lot of things I found out today that I didn't know. I agree, B.
Yeah, you have to be some type of crazy to get on this app and readily admit that you just did that before you came in somebody's live. I mean, and I blocked him. I actually followed him on my backup account because when you said you were going to go over there, of course I was going to follow you over there, but I ended up asleep, so I didn't even get to watch it. But as soon as I found out, I happily went over to my backup account since y'all told me how to make one and y'all showed me how to start gifting. But I blocked them because no sir. We're not gonna have that confusion on my FYP. It's enough foolishness I have to block on a daily basis.
Yeah, it was a lot, and yeah, I'm not promoting that at all. And yeah, I was just as shocked as everybody else was. Thank you so much for the gifts and for the likes, everybody, because we've been talking about some serious stuff. So I do appreciate you guys liking the live too. And I agree with you, B. It was wild. It's been a wild couple of days.
I know your intentions are pure because even though we saw Nikki running around Monday, acting how she was acting, she's been very calm since then. And you were like, you had to look more into it. And I'm like, I can understand that. So your intentions are pure.
Yep, and that's why I said I came back on and I was like, no, I'm not going to be doing anything with her because she hasn't been acting any kind of way. And I'm going to look into it further because if nobody's showing me anything and I don't see it with my own eyes, sure in the hell not talking about it on live. No matter who brings it to my attention, I've got to see it for myself. And she's been really calm, so I'm like, I ain't seeing nothing. When she starts acting like she acts, and I start seeing stuff for myself, that'll be another story. But right now, she's been calm, so I'm like, no, I ain't getting into that.
I think somebody got in her ear and was like, calm down. And I'm happy to see she calmed down. She actually put her teeth in, and she actually missed her dose yesterday, so she took herself to the emergency room to get it.
Right, yeah.
So
been calm.
She's also she's in a hotel until Monday. So I think she's content for right now, hopefully.
Well, Monday is a holiday, so
I know. Yeah, I popped into her live just to kind of see what she was about because I've never seen her either. And she had a couple people in her box, and one of them said that she was good till Monday for the room. So.
And I haven't even seen her dragging that cat around and leaving that cat, in front of the store and in a basket. I haven't seen none of that, the ones that I've been watching. So yeah, it's going to take me a little bit of time to dig into, but I do want to tell everybody that I am going to branch out. I'm not just going to talk about Lisa anymore. I am going to talk about other people, and I'm just going to do the best I can on that. I know Lisa's on constantly, but I am going to branch out and talk about other people. I know there's a lot of people that people want me to talk about.
Mom, can I make a humble suggestion?
Of course.
I'm not trying to dictate how you should run your channel, but just a suggestion. Why not, every couple of lives you take a break and just not talk about scammers or anybody, and you just have an open forum, open BS live where we joke around, we have fun, or you could open it up to a forum where people could come up and tell their stories.
Yeah. And I think that's a good suggestion because I know there's a lot of people that are shy. They have been talking about wanting to get in the box, but they haven't. And I'm sure there's people that have stories that they would like to tell. I'm open for that if everybody else is.
Yes, and it doesn't have to be sad stories. It could be someone coming up to tell us what they cooked that day and give us the recipe. I'm sure, I'm trying to learn how to cook since my mom passed. So I would love for someone to come up and talk about what they cooked or what they're doing, or like some of the summer activities that are available for children or families and stuff like that. So there's many avenues you can take. You have the following, and we'll listen.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
thank you
B, if you want
guys.
a couple of good recipes, I know how to make a mean salmon.
And yeah, Seth can tell me the stuff that he cooks, but also there's like things I've been seeing around where like even the dollar store where people are like, look at all the stuff I got from the dollar store, and it's like a lot of stuff. Like, it like going around and telling, hey, I found this, go here, they're having a sale. I like that too. I love sales.
Yes, that would be good. But that was just my suggestion for that.
Yeah, like like the day Seth sang. Yeah. I did like that day, and he was a really good singer. I really liked that.
And I'm pretty sure there are some other good singers in the comment section that can get in the box and blow us away.
Yeah, just for the record, that singing thing is never gonna happen again with me. So no matter what y'all say, it's not gonna happen.
Oh man.
Ah, man, come on.
Okay, well, word up, Seth. Word up.
Not gonna lie, I was listening to that today. It was Friday. It was nice outside. It was definitely a good day up until all the nonsense happened.
So sorry, I just wanted to say real quick, I got a call, so I didn't mean to just run away. I just wanted to thank you guys again, especially you, Mom. And I just want you to remember to it's okay to take a breath. And if you need to take a break, we all understand. And just take a 5-minute pause or whatever it is, and then, come back. But I just wanted to let you all know that I absolutely love you all, and I appreciate you letting me talk in the box. And I will be in the background.
Thank you for coming up. Thank you so much.
All right, love you too. And can we please make a pact that if anything is going on with anybody, if it's not like an animal that's in dire need, can people just keep it in the chat and not reach out to these agencies? Because that just blew me away the other day. I just thought that was a little bit much. So I just don't think people should be, calling or giving other people ideas to call all these places.
Yeah,
Just
come on.
aware.
Marcia, I did want to say, Marcia, I don't think we're going to bring up Sharon. I think we decided that that's going to be a no for tonight. And if I'm wrong, please tell me, because it's not going to do any good. I was doing a poll. Yes, I was, but I think we all kind of decided it's kind of a no to Sharon because it's just not going to get anywhere. We're just going to be banging our heads again. Yeah. I just don't think, I mean, I know there are people that want closure and they want to be able to listen to her talk, but guys, it's not like what you think it is. It's really not going to be what you think it is.
Yeah, there was some good that came out of Sharon, but the bad that came with it was so much worse. So we got to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
If you don't protect yourself, who is?
Right.
Exactly.
Right. And I don't think it would actually bring closure for you guys. I think it would be more triggering and upsetting, especially when she's so upset and she's carrying on like this. I don't think it would be good for you guys. I think you guys would leave more upset. I really do.
Nobody wants to hear all that crying today. Lisa does enough crying. I'm so numb to crying. I don't know what to do. I remember my son used to have these, like before he could talk, because he didn't start talking until he was 3 years old. And he used to have like these fits. And I had to ask his pediatrician. I was like, I think he's upset because he can't like speak to me because he was nonverbal at the time. And she said, listen, when he throws those fits and he's in the middle of the floor, she said, you just walk right over him. You walk right over him. Do you know he stopped about 3 or 4 times after I did that and just didn't pay him any attention? He literally stopped. And so I'm kind of numb to people doing all that crying and stuff, but it is taxing because you have to compartmentalize it. Do you know what I mean? It's like you have to say, okay, why is this person crying? And what does this mean for me? Like, what is it going to do? And that's why I was telling you, yes, it is your choice, but at the same time, it's like, is it really worth it? Because we're not always going to get closure from people. Sometimes we have to give the closure to ourselves. And it may not be worth talking to them anymore and just say, hey, you know what? I'm moving right on along with my life. I appreciate the time we had together because I told y'all before, people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. That's it. And you get to decide what category you want to place them in.
Correct. I agree. I agree completely. Yes, Lisa does it for attention, sympathy. Yeah, of course. Yeah, people do crying for different reasons. Yeah, and I kind of felt that way too. Like, sometimes people cry for different reasons. Sometimes for its attention. Sometimes it's to try to make you feel bad. And we need to recognize that and not always fall for it. And unfortunately, I just was put in a bad situation and I didn't know how to get out of it. Yeah, but I am so happy for all the people that have come back. I'm seeing new names here. Well, not new, but I'm seeing different names that you guys haven't been here in a while.
Yeah, I've been gone for a week. There's a lot of new people here. That's crazy.
I know. And I think they're back now. I don't know for sure. I don't want to speak for them, but I think they're back now. Like they can come on here and they feel comfortable. And I'm seeing these names pop up.
And everybody's so sweet and positive and supportive.
Right. And I just wanted to say, Mom, it's like you didn't know how to do it, but you got it done. You did it. You didn't know how you was gonna do it, but you got it done.
Well,
So
yeah, I mean, I think
I'm proud of you.
unfortunately, I don't even know if I would have done it unless she just gave me no other choice, and that's kind of where it was. She honestly, she gave me no other choice but to do it. And that's how I finally did it. I don't even know if I would have been able to do it unless that happened. I really don't. I think if I would have never even heard of that and I didn't even know she was still doing that, I think I'd still have her around because I just didn't know how to do it.
And I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everybody here for all of the support. I'm going to at least attempt to come back a little more sporadically, but right now it's right now things are still a little chaotic. So I mean I will still at least try to slowly work my way back here.
Oh, awesome.
Yay. Yeah, and I just want to thank everybody too. I mean, I'm glad that people see Mom the way we do. She really has a heart of gold, and she's been through a lot here in the last month or two. So we really appreciate you guys hanging in there with us and supporting her. It means a lot.
It does.
Yep, I'll
Thank
say
you.
it too. I appreciate all of you guys. In the comment section has been wonderful tonight. So supportive of Mom and understanding and saying don't apologize. I absolutely love it. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely been a nice chat because people are very supportive. They're sending words of affirmation. They've sent messages of love and support. It's just been great. Thank you to all of you guys. This was a great live to come back to.
It was.
Thank you to everyone. And it is okay for us to joke sometimes. It's okay. You can't be serious all the time. That's just not how life works. It doesn't work like that at all. So thank you all for being kind. Thank you, Mom, for allowing me to be in your box. Thank you for just always being true to who you are.
Like I said, B, and I mean it, you're just always a breath of fresh air. Like, you're just so bubbly, so smart. You're the sweetest. I love having you up here. It's like, oh, here's B. You're just great. You really are. Everybody likes you too. I've heard a lot of comments about you.
Well, thank you. And I try not to be so harsh, but the other day it was just a few comments that kind of got to me. They were like, "You're badgering that lady." And I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm really not. I just didn't want her to put out information on your platform." And it was so many different people that was listening, and I didn't want it to get out that Mom said everyone should call, or this is where this information came from, and it wasn't the truth, if you know what I mean. Because I just thought it was just weird. Why would an agency call somebody out the blue that is not associated with the situation to tell them something to tell everybody else? That's all I was saying.
Yeah, and I think she does do that. She's like, hold on, I have a question. Like, she'll do that. Like, hold on, I have another question. Like, she's wanting to know stuff, and she'll just be sitting there sometimes thinking, oh, I have a question. And that's kind of like what goes through her mind. So she just kind of says it, and people think she's, being aggressive.
Well, B said it herself the other day. The only thing she's addicted to is learning.
Uh-huh.
That's why she asks questions, because she wants to learn.
Yeah. And I think we're all learning, and I think as long as we try to learn and understand, we will grow. But I think the people that aren't trying to learn and understand and educate themselves and all of that, they won't grow. They'll just be stuck where they are. And that's what I've ran into with some people. And it's just sad, and I wish it was different, but it's not.
Look, I'm 41 years old learning how to cook. I mean, we all want to learn new things. You know, there were things that my mom cooked for my son that, I mean, I'm not really good at it right now. I'm trying my best. You know, I've gotten on TikTok, watched some videos, saved them, went to the store, bought what I needed for the recipes, and I'm not going to say they came out good. You know, some of them have ended up straight in the trash, you know, because my dog looking at me like, I don't know what that smell is, lady, but no thank you. You know, so it's been a wild ride.
So, B, let me assure you, you don't have to go extravagant with cooking. You could, let me put it to you this way. You could get a pack of pasta and some fresh garlic and olive oil and, you know, let the pasta cook. And then once the pasta is boiling for a couple minutes, after it's boiling, you just grab you put the olive oil, you mince the garlic, put it in the saucepan, and then put the pasta in it, and then you got fresh garlic and oil pasta.
Is everybody there?
Yes, we're here. That's just the other phone going off all loud. He got the old school ring on it too.
That is a good idea, though, Seth. That is a good idea. That would actually be really good. I can even do that.
I can't. My son, okay, so he only eats certain things, and his main food group is chicken nuggets. And he only eats chicken nuggets from certain places. And he doesn't eat chicken tenders. So those are out. So when I say he only eats a certain amount of thing, he literally only eats a certain amount of thing. Like, I spend so much money at Chick-fil-A when I go and he's not in the car. Even if it's during school hours, the managers, the workers are like, where is he? And I'm like, he's at school. And they're like, oh, we forgot it was school hours. So he eats Chick-fil-A a lot. I don't even like the smell of it because he's been eating it almost every day since he was 2 years old. He's 10 now. On Saturdays, I get 2 30 counts so I can put them in the oven to warm them up and then give them to him on Sundays because they're closed on Sundays. So yeah, I have to, trust me, it's very hard to get him to eat anything that is outside of chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I agree. And I think Chick-fil-A is really expensive. Like, I'll go there and I'll get a couple of things, but it's been kind of expensive here lately. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I don't know. I'd rather cook at home. Plus, it's better sometimes. I kind of think it's better just a home cooked meal sometimes.
Yeah, I think it's cheaper for me because he only eats nuggets. He doesn't eat fries. He doesn't drink. He only drinks 2 flavors of Gatorade. He eats graham crackers. He eats white cheddar popcorn and cheese puffs every now and then. So that's about it.
Hi.
So,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
oh,
Hello.
Hi, I'd want to be me too. How are you?
Can you hear me?
How are you? Can you hear me?
I can now. Yep. Just a real quick question. Did I not come on here a couple days ago with like a 2-hour long apology and claim to what I said? Have I not taken accountability, fully owned it, fully discussed it?
Yes, I think there was like some people in the chat that maybe weren't here, maybe?
Those people, including Dora, are from that Discord. The only people that are asking and trying to come at me for it are people from that vile Discord. And in fact, half of the people from that Discord that were not participating in it have sent me messages telling me I don't owe them anything and I should never apologize for that again. I did say it. I stand by it. If somebody was hurt by what I said personally and they want to talk to me, my inbox is still open, as I said last time. But that Discord is not going to come here and try to bully me. They're not going to come here and try to attack me. They've attacked my son enough. And if they ever come in here and try to come after me again, it better be them on camera on their knees apologizing to me and my toddler.
then you
And
heard
that
it
is straight from my mouth. But if anybody wants to
from
talk,
her.
you come to me with it, not mom. The comments were not made in having anything to do with mom. It was me. It was my mouth. Don't come to her live for it. Come to me. Be a woman. I am here with my name, my picture, and my voice. I don't hide behind a Discord name. I don't need to hide because I can take accountability. Now I am ready and I'm waiting for my apology. And it better be on camera. You better be on your knees. And I want to hear, I am sorry, Noel. And I want to hear an apology to my toddler too. You know his name because you doxed my Facebook.
Well, and that's how you stand on business, Miss Lady.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I'm going to drop because my phone is at 5%. I was feeding Jackson and giving him a bath, but I will be in the chat. I just need to plug my phone in.
Okay, thanks for letting everybody know that. Love you. Thank you.
Love you too. You're very welcome.
Okay, bye. So that's it. So after tonight, no more. After tonight, you have to go to her. So that's what it's going to be. There's going to be no more talking about it after tonight. Actually, no more talking about it after she just came up. Hello, how are you?
Is that me? Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to figure it out. Um, Good evening, everyone. So I had a joke that I thought was really funny, and it's probably not. But how do you know that Lisa's on drugs?
Hugs?
Hugs.
I don't know. How or what? I don't know. What is it?
Oh, because she thinks Pastor Petty is funny. I don't know. Okay, look. All jokes don't land.
What?
Girl, I'm confused. Say it again.
Okay, you know what? Like, maybe I'm not even funny. Okay, so I said, how do you know Lisa's on whatever? Because she thinks Pastor Petty is funny. No? All right. Okay. Anyways, good evening. I think that I'm just like, is it Bree? I've been here since 9 a.m. this morning. Like, I saw the live. It was very dramatic and very not chill, I guess is the word to say it. Also, I've only been here about 3 weeks, like in this situation, like learning all about this, right? So, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but just recently, you and a couple other channels have been getting like an influx of viewers, correct? Or
Yeah.
yeah, so that's very stressful. That's like, because before it was like an intimate setting, and then now it's so many people, and everybody's not gonna like everyone. Like, everyone's not for everyone, you know what I mean? So that's what, like, so I started streaming on Twitch like during COVID, and I thought, oh, I'll just be friends with everybody, and then like slowly but surely, like, everybody like got into their group. So it's like everybody isn't for everybody, and that's okay. I just think that I think that was a good idea, not letting share it out of the box, because I think that would be hurtful to her, and I feel like she might already be a little bit hurt. I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I was trying not to do, is hurt her or say anything that would be upsetting to her, but I was also trying to let everybody know what was going on. So I agree.
Then also, since I'm still learning all this stuff, I get Tech, Sharon, and Carmen confused. I'm still trying to learn, but like, I'm like, okay, who's who? But I did see in Reddit maybe 2 weeks ago, and I just minded my own business because everybody pops off on Reddit, whatever. I did see a post where somebody said, mentioned something about Sharon taking over your lives, which everybody has already agreed that's the consensus. And then they also called it racist, and I think that nobody even ever explained after that. But I know that there's been a history, and it's hard to lose a friend. You know what I mean? Like even with social media. So I hope that you guys are both okay. I'm glad you made you set a boundary. But here's how I could tell the difference is on the other live today, you came on. I don't even know what you did. I don't even think you did anything. But you were like so apologetic and like you came with your full chest and were like, let me own up to whatever and apologized. And I thought that was like very, very kind of you versus how somebody else handled it. You know what I mean? I do want to say because of the influx of people that you're getting, this is why those other channels, the Florida, whoever, and Petty and all them, they're insecure, right? Like they can't handle that you guys are being very original, being yourselves, because it's hard to be yourself on the internet, you know what I mean? So it's just insecurity. So don't let anything they say get you down. What Florida Man said today when he was just like, I like rugs, buy it. Like it was so dumb. It was like, are you 15? So that was stupid. So I think the reason why everybody's watching Lisa and a gentleman said it the other day, is because this isn't behind closed doors anymore. So it's like the stuff that we should, that's usually like, oh.
Go ahead. Did I lose you?
No, I'm here.
Okay, sorry. You cut out. Go ahead.
Okay. Like the reason, like we don't see this stuff, like maybe on intervention or whatever, but this is real life. And people don't, like watching a car crash, you know what I mean? Like people are watching this like, you know what I mean? Like what's going to happen to her? Which is very sad. Me personally, I don't think, I know Mama Tyler, whatever, was trying, she was trying her best, but she had almost 4,000 viewers the other day. So, and people want to be obstinate. Like people want to not do what people tell them to do. You know what I mean? So I don't think that helped. I hope it helped. But also I'm not here for Lisa anymore because of just the things that she keeps doing. I'm more here personally to like help people from getting scammed. Like I don't want anybody's hard-earned money going to somebody like that. Also you have to sit back and think, would in any other situation and you and Lisa switch roles, would she be out here trying as hard with an open heart, like with a caring, compassionate way to help us? I don't think so. And it's not tit for tat or whatever, you know what I mean? But we're trying our best. Everybody is like grasping at straws, trying to think of every way to save this woman. And I don't know why, but we're going to respect that so much. And it's such a nice side of humanity.
Oh, well, thank you for saying that. But I have a quick question because I've been tagged in the comments a lot. Can you tell me why your username is Lisa without Jace?
Yes, because I was going to explain that. So I even like looked back. I joined Reddit TikTok, maybe about a week before her son was taken, right? And I came on and I put that on, and my first name was, mom knows. It was like Lisa Richards needs help, not money. And it was a mouthful. So I made that name, and then I actually started like watching, and that I personally regret that I made that name. It's not the worst one I've seen, but yeah, no, I mean, I didn't know that she was this bad.
So does TikTok not offer a feature where you can change the name? Because you have to think about it like this.
Go ahead.
Yes, he may be removed from his mom, but at the end of the day, that is his mom. And I'm pretty sure he knows how to use TikTok. So what if he ran across your username and it triggered him? Because I don't understand putting a minor's name into your username, and you're an adult.
Oh,
Adult issues.
no, thank you for addressing them, honestly, because I mean, I'm going to say, like, I was unthoughtful when I put that because I was so angry. You know, a lot of people come in here so angry at Lisa, and I guess that was what I was doing. I know I can change, like, my screen name, but I do want to wonder if I could change my actual username, too. I don't know if I can.
Is it okay to make your permanent name about someone else's unfortunate situation? I'm just kind of confused here because
No, that's okay because, like, dude, I'm serious. Like, I feel so bad about making that my name. And I'm glad you brought it up, but that's my only explanation is like, I came in here so angry and now it's a different situation. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not feeling anger right now. It's serious and very scary.
Are you aware that you made Lisa cry with that name?
Did I really?
Yes. I was in her live and she came across your name and it broke her heart. I mean, look,
Oh
Lisa.
my God.
Listen, Lisa will cry at the drop of a hat when she's on the money chase, and we all know that, and we all know that it's a lot of drama with her, but cruelty is not something we're into.
No, and that's why I like you guys. Is like, I'm slowly starting to learn about all this stuff. I'm very glad you guys are like calling me on that. I hope I can change my name because I'm serious. Like, I keep thinking like, dude, my name is like very like not nice. So I'm glad you guys are asking me about it.
yes, it's very. I mean, have you ever heard the saying of your first impression is your best impression?
Oh,
You ever
yeah.
heard that? Okay.
Or like when
Well,
people tell you who they are, but believe them. Yeah.
right. So it's kind of like none of us know you, but your name stuck out. So I don't know. Did you think that name was going to help someone or anything like that? Or was it to upset Lisa, or what? What was your intentions behind it?
I mean, honestly, I'm trying to think. I'm so glad somebody called me out on it, though. I'm curious. I think I was because I asked in the Reddit. I was like, can we call CPS? And somebody said, no, it's never going to happen. And then 3 days later, he was taken, and I was like, oh, that's weird. No, and I didn't know I made her cry. The last thing I want to do is upset her. I just want her to stop hurting people, and that sucks, dude. Yeah, dude, being mean takes so much energy. Do you know what I mean?
Can I
It's
ask a
very,
question?
very easy to change your name on TikTok. I've done it before, and we can all be mad at the addict, but behind that addict, there is a person there. And we know that the addict is the one doing the horrible, heinous things. But when
Yeah.
it comes to the children, it needs to be left alone because it's not helping anything, dogpiling, bullying, hating, or anything. And you can be mad at the addict, but just remember that there is a person behind that addict, and addicts do recover.
Correct.
And I'd like to ask a question as well, real quick.
ahead.
Thank you. You mentioned that you didn't realize or that it would make her cry. I would like to ask you, what reaction do you think that would have given a mother, regardless of Lisa, regardless of what the situation? She lost her child. Like, did you think that she was going to jump up and down and be like, "Oh my God, what a great username"? Like, I really would like that explained because I don't buy it that you didn't know.
No, I'm telling you straight up. Let me like think about. I made that name to hurt her because I was trying to shock her, and I apologize. Like, that's not what I'm doing right now. Honestly, I'm just trying to help the other people because I don't feel like Lisa needs help. But I'm so glad you guys are like telling me. I
Then
made
I
it to
recommend
shock. I made
just
it to shock her.
I would hop down and change your name. If you have any remorse, take this opportunity, do better, change your name.
Can I change that? I know I could change like the screen name.
They're saying you can change both of them.
Yes,
Okay.
you can go in and change both of them. And I do appreciate you actually accepting and explaining that you did do that with ill intention. And we're not here to dogpile on you at all.
No,
And
dude, I'm so glad that you guys were like
yes.
explain yourself because that is a shitty name or crappy name.
Well, I'm glad that you acknowledge it, but now it's time to change it. You know what I mean? It's
Oh yeah.
time to accept it and then just change it, and then you can then walk forward correctly.
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome here. We in no way mean to
Yeah,
like
we're not being mean.
make you
We're
feel.
not being mean. It just triggered a lot of people in the comments, and they were like, "Did you see her screen name?" And I looked, and I was like, "Oh wow."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, listen,
You
Lisa
guys, I'm
upsets
a nice
all of us.
person, and I'm so sorry that that is offensive. But
We,
at the time, I was just like trying to, like shake her awake, being like, "Get your shit together," But I will change my
I
username.
get that, and Lisa makes all of us upset. She really does.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we don't resort to cruelty to get her attention. It's not.
And
Right. And I don't go into her lives anymore, but I mean, I am going to change my name, and I thought I could. I did change my username, right? I didn't know I could change the actual name, but glad you guys told me.
yes.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. And please don't think that we're dogpiling on you. We just try to keep everybody accountable for everything. And that includes us as
we're
well.
not
Like
even
we check
kidding.
each other,
Right.
No, like my heart has hurt all week being like I said, it hurts to be mean. Like, when you're mean to someone, like you think about it the rest of your day. You know what I mean? It's like so much less effort to be nice.
Yeah, but being mean to her isn't going to shake her. She wakes up
and I'm
every
realizing
day
that now.
and she
Yeah.
realizes her child is not there. So she knows that she doesn't need a constant reminder. So she has the agencies calling her. She has to make a phone call to him and things like that. So yeah, she knows it. And I mean, you sound like a sweet person, but my introduction to you is such a bad name. That's why I was saying, did you know
No, I
that
apologize for like. Yeah, no, I've been thinking about it all week, being like, is my name kind of like grating or bad? I didn't know she even noticed.
Yes, it's bad. What's good about it?
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're like, it's very bad. Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, it's very, very bad. But we do fully
please
appreciate the
change it.
accountability of it. And just know that, like, we've seen the messages that were going on in that Discord, and
I'm
she
not in the
gets some
Discord.
vile things said to her. She doesn't need, like, it's obviously that's not the thing that's going to help. So we can still love from a distance and hate the addict, and we can just do what we can do.
Yeah, if you want a box, you have to request everybody. And thank you for liking the live.
Hold on, I was trying to think. No, thank you so much for calling me out on that, because I felt all like I did change my screen name, but I didn't know I could actually change my.
Okay, so people in the box are finding it upsetting, so they're wanting you to go down and change your name, please.
Oh, absolutely. I'm trying to think of what to change it. I'm bad at that, but
Well, you're good at making up stuff, so I'm sure you'll find a good one. You're very creative.
no, but I do want to say, like, I apologize and thank you for calling me out on that, because like I don't ever think people click on my profile or anything like that. So
But I have something to say. But I need you to get down now and change it, like right now, please.
do you guys have a suggestion?
Nope.
Girl, you got to go. Like, I tried to be nice. Like, she has to go change it now. It's triggering and it's upsetting people. She has to get down right now. She's got to go down and change it. Everybody can give her suggestions in the chat, I guess. But she's upsetting people, and a lot of people said that, so she had to go.
Thank you.
You're fine. I was trying to give her that time to kind of get down on her own. You know what I mean? I try to give people the time.
Question her, but I just, people were adding me, and I looked and I said, "Oh no, ma'am, no way, Jose! Like you can't do that, girlfriend. That's not nice at all."
Yeah, that's what I kind of want to do, is like have people understand that, like, she's human, she's a mom, she's a sister, her sister's suffering, like everybody's suffering around this, and you you gotta, do the right thing. People gotta do the right thing.
It's just like making a joke out of a bad I mean, like I said, Lisa irritates the crap out of all of us, and we all get frustrated and that, but resorting to cruelty with the intent of hurting is not what we're about.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Yeah,
No, I tried to give her a chance to talk and everything, but she's gonna have to change that name. And if she comes back with the same name, then she's obviously not sorry. I mean, it's not gonna be that difficult to change the name.
but she got the baby name right there. Do you understand what I'm saying? She could have called Lisa anything she wanted to, but you got the baby name in your name, and you're an adult, and I don't know.
Gosh.
Good times, I have to agree with that. I believe
Change her name.
knows exactly what she's doing.
Okay, no, you're right. When I made that name, I knew exactly what I was doing. No, I take accountability for that. Can you see my new name?
No.
I even got out of
I see it. That's better.
What's his name?
Sorry.
Okay.
Lay it on me. What's the new name? Somebody tell.
It's just Tess. It's just Tess.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you, Tess.
Okay, you know what? You so held me accountable, and thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Hi, Bree.
I apologize to everybody. I didn't realize it was that triggering. But when I made it, I was being malicious. You know what I mean? I was, so.
But it's okay. You changed it. Now it's over.
Well, thank you for holding yourself accountable and changing it.
Hi, Bree. How are you?
I'm so glad I could change it. I thought I was stuck with it, and I was like, shit.
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Tess, hold on just for a second. Okay, I'm doing good. How are you, Bree?
Good. I just wanted to come on. I've been wanting to do this for a few weeks, but I want to sincerely thank everybody who is going out of their way to stop Lisa's money train. I lost my sister 4.5 years ago to an 18-year addiction, and I wish so badly that you guys were there when she was going through it. And things like this really affect the family. And I don't think people understand that. I think people, and I'm not saying you guys, I'm saying the ones that enable Lisa, they don't understand that, A, she's a human being with feelings and a family. And addiction doesn't only affect the person going through it, it affects their entire family. If you call my dad after 8 p.m., his immediate response is, who's no longer with us? You can't mention my sister's name or photos to my parents because they shut down. I have a young niece and nephew. I'm not going to say ages or names because that's not important. That almost every single day ask my family and I if my sister didn't love them enough because she left. So for those of you, and I'm not saying people who have stopped the money, trying to stop the money train, it's more for the people enabling, you're not only bringing Lisa closer to her passing, but you're destroying a family, okay? All I have of my sister anymore is a keepsake urn and memories. It destroys people, not just the addict, but everyone who knows and loves that person. And at the end of the day, I don't condone anything Lisa has ever said or done. I have never sent her money. But at the end of the day, Lisa is a mother. She's a daughter. She's a friend. And whether you want to believe it or not, harassing her and slandering her and being downright nasty is only going to push her further to where none of us who are actually trying to help want her to go. So I just ask for everybody to please just show kindness. And I know, again, not you guys that are trying to stop this train. But if I could do anything to bring my sister back, I would. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm going
take
on a
it.
rant. It's just it's heartbreaking to see what people say. I don't go into Lisa's live. I watch it when other people stream it. But to see the things being said to her, people would say those things to me about my own sister. And that's something that even after her passing, it sticks with you. So I wanted to say that because I feel like, and I get it, stopping the money train's important, and it's only going to lead to her passing, like if it doesn't stop. But just be more sympathetic about what you say to those of you who are actually mean. So that's all I wanted to say. But thank you for all that you guys are doing. From someone who has lost someone to addiction, I appreciate every single thing you guys do day in and day out, and the countless hours that you take away from your families to bring awareness to what she does.
Thank you
So
so much.
I
I'm
just
so
wanna
sorry for your loss. And
thank you.
are you getting like help? Are you able to talk to anybody about this?
I'm seeing a therapist, yes. But it doesn't make it any easier.
No, I don't think it does. Have you tried Al-Anon?
I have not.
That may be something to look into. I personally didn't like it because it was a little triggering for me and they had me in a small room, but it may not be like that for everybody. But Al-Anon may help. It helps with people that have family members in addiction. That may be something to look into if you have one in your area.
I'll definitely look into it. Thank you. But that's all I wanted to say, and just keep doing what you guys are doing. I don't say much in your lives, but I want you to know that I appreciate you. So
Thank you. We appreciate you. You come up anytime you need to talk.
I will. Thank you.
We're here, Bree.
We are.
Have a good night.
You as well. Come up anytime. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, guys, is like, yeah, Al-Anon, yeah. A lot of people find it helpful. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, for the people that are doing that to Lisa, like the horrible stuff they're saying, like, like really, really bad things. Like, yeah, this is a perfect example. It wasn't really.
Right. So it's Lisa sometimes is a double-edged sword. And the reason why I say that is because we try not to laugh at her, but sometimes Lisa says some things that makes me do a double take at the phone. And I have to giggle at her because I'm like, I can't believe she said that.
Right.
So it's like you can see she has a personality. I'm not talking about when she like does the switch thing and start cussing people out, but I'm just saying like when she says some of the most random things, it's like, where did that come from? So it catches me off guard sometimes, and then I kind of feel guilty for laughing, but I can't help myself because I'm like, this girl is actually funny sometimes.
She is funny. I giggle at her all the time. That one night she yelled out about Ricky, I about lost it. I dang near peed my pants. It was so funny. I mean, yeah,
That was a good live. That was so funny.
yeah, and it's in those moments that you can see the human. You can see that she's smart. You can see that she's got a great personality. You can see, I mean, as far as like being funny, like a good sense of humor, because every once in a while you'll catch a little like chuckle where she's even laughing at the chat, like things that they're saying to her,
Right. And I felt bad one day because we were in here laughing and people were like reprimanding us about laughing, but it's just some stuff when it comes to Lisa, it's funny. I'm sorry. It is hilarious. It is like, girl, where did you get that from? And don't let somebody say something to her and she pull up their picture and she started describing what she saw. One girl, she said, I think Lisa said her mom was a hairdresser. And she was talking about how the lady hair was all fried up. And
yeah, that's what I was saying too, is like sometimes we laugh, we poke a little fun, we joke here and there, but we don't do what some of these people are doing. Like I'm talking about the people that are really doing bad things to Lisa. Like, we don't do that here. Like, but there's times, yeah, that it gets so dark and it gets so frustrating that we just need to laugh. We really do. And I've said that from the beginning.
Yes.
Hmm.
So
It was
sometimes,
hilarious. The Ricky thing got me. I mean, that almost took me out. I'm serious. I could barely hold the phone. That was a funny night. And we're
yeah.
going to have nights like that.
But when she added, I can see your hair, it's all fried up, and I can see it from here. I was like, oh my goodness,
Uh-huh.
you should have left her alone.
Yeah, she does do that stuff. And I'm telling you, there's times I just can't. Yeah. 25 to mod. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes, but yeah, when she says, I'm going to pull up your picture right now.
Yeah, there's times you gotta laugh. You can't just be serious all the time. Yep. Yep. The voice changer. That was another one people just couldn't believe. Yeah, some people just.
When she came into the light with her hair hanging down and she was acting like somebody else because they told her they'll give her 150 if she proved she wasn't Lisa. So she took the glasses off and had her hair down and was coming into the light. Now that was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, that was. She's done some funny things, guys. Uh-huh.
Yeah, she was Melinda, wasn't she? I watched the videos way after she did them because they're posted on a few pages, and I was like, how did she not?
Yeah.
What else? Oh, the thyroid thing. Now that
That is
was funny.
goofy
The
stuff.
robotic voice when she said it was because she had thyroid surgery and she was doing the robotic voice.
Uh-huh.
That was funny because it sounded just like her.
I don't know. I've been dealing with other things and I haven't even seen if she was on today. We just kind of had this be a little talk session. People got up and talked and people got up and told stories. Yep. Yep. Yeah, because I wanted it to be a kind of night where everybody could get out what they needed to get out and then we were going to move on. Not since, okay. Oh my gosh.
Account did get banned, but she got on that other account. But I don't think she really liked that one because her viewers were pretty low. So she did say she filed an appeal to get her account back. So I don't know how that works when your account gets banned. Does anybody else know? You think she can get it back or no?
It depends on what she did, I think. I know a lot of people appeal. I've appealed in one. She said permanently. Okay. It's gone.
I've appealed in one when I got dropped, and I won literally an hour later. So,
But did your page say account banned? Because her account says account.
oh no, mine said restricted.
Yeah, if you go to that page now, it says account banned.
Which one?
Hate.
Okay, the one
Hate
she's been
something.
on. Okay.
Yes.
Because I'm blocked on that one, so I have to get on other accounts. So yeah, that'd be easier for me. Hers is permanent.
Everyone. That one's permanently banned.
Well, there's a lot of people that are blocked, so if you can't find it before, you might have been blocked, because I know I was blocked as well. Yes, that day we got Seth's backup going was teamwork. Benny, you were here for that. That was awesome.
Oh yeah. Seth, where's your backup? You don't use it?
Nah, because I got my main back. There's not really a reason for me to use my backup. I still have it just in case.
Oh, you guys want to hear a funny story? So Seth unmodded himself, but he forgot about his backup, so he's always really been a mod still.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I know. I didn't.
Seth, you're the first person on TikTok to ever unmod themselves.
I
Good
know.
job.
I'm like, dang. Yeah, his backup, he's still a mod, so he can technically mod because he left his backup, and I ain't gonna tell him. I wasn't gonna tell him at all.
Yeah, I deserve a trophy.
I'm like, he don't need to know that.
Yes, you're the first person in TikTok history to ever unmod themselves. Cause baby, if you were on one of Lisa pages, you would have been unmodded about 10 times by now. Cause it's so funny. She'll mod them people in the morning, and 10 minutes later, she'll unmod them, and they be in the comments like, "Well, why'd you unmod me?" And she's like, "No, I don't need mods today." It's so funny. And then the ones that paid her to mod, and she still removed them too.
I don't know. I don't know if she called Tech. I know she was mentioning she was going to, but I haven't talked to Tech about it. So I don't know if she technically called.
Lisa said she did call Tech.
I know, but Lisa doesn't tell the truth. So until I hear it from Tech, I won't believe it. But guys, I told you that Seth was okay, that I've been talking to him every day. But that's not enough. They need you here, Seth. They're like, that's not enough. Yeah. Tech said so. Oh, she did twice? Okay, I haven't talked to her. I haven't seen her. Okay, so she did call her twice? Okay. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I didn't know. Okay, great. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I didn't know. You wonder why you hadn't seen Seth? Yeah, he's been around though.
Do you think
Tex wasn't thrilled? Oh.
No, Tech was upset. She said the reason why she didn't come in your room anymore, but I believe she'll be back, and the reason is gone now. So, but she was saying that's why she didn't come to your page anymore.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to message Tech about it. Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree, Benny. There's times we love talking about animals too. I love talking about animals, so that would be great too.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
you're fine. You're fine, Jama. I think that's your name. I know you were worried. I was just doing something when you were texting, and I wanted to make sure that I texted you back.
yes, B. Yeah, we should talk about dog names sometimes because my dog has a very, very long name. He actually has 2 last names, which are hyphenated. I can tell you his first few names though. It's Sir Pluto Fitzgerald. And then he has 2 last names.
That sounds like a regal dog.
He's a standard poodle. He's apricot.
Oh. Yeah, Seth does make some good food. I mean, he'll be talking about making some good food, and I'm like, wow, when are you going to have me over for dinner?
Yes, Dave. His tag does say that, and his medical records at the vet says that. And if someone asks my son what's his name, he'll say the dog's whole name, including his last his 2 last names. So yeah.
All my pets have 2 names. They have first name and a middle name. All of them do. Oh.
Yeah, so Pluto has 5 names in all. Yes, the hyphenated last name.
Oh, by the way, if you guys weren't in here the other day, you have to go see that movie IF. F-I-F. It is so good. I'm telling you guys, you have to go see it. It was really good.
That's what I was asking you about because my son came and asked me could he watch it, and he pulled it up on the tablet, like the trailer, and I was thinking it was something that was on like, one of the streaming services, and then I looked and it wasn't, and that's when you were talking about going to the movies, and I had put it in there because I didn't hear what movie you said you were going to watch, but yes, he's been asking about that movie. So it is good, huh?
Yes, it is really good. We're gonna go see Garfield this weekend. That was another one that looked cute. So we're gonna go see that. That's out this weekend. But IF is really, you guys need to see it. I'm telling you, it's worth the watch. Yeah, it's only out at the movies right now, but it is that good. Oh, you
What
guys'
is
pet's name are so cute.
like an what is it about? Like an alien, the little purple man?
No, it's not about aliens. It's just really cute. You'll have to watch it. I'm telling you, it's cute. You're gonna. Do you guys like going to the movies?
Um, not really. My son does. Like, if he goes to the movies, he goes with his dad. But I don't really like the movies like that because I don't know. I just never really got into the movie. I always say I can just buy it at home. Since the pandemic, I don't really like going outside, even though I have to go outside every day. But I don't really like going outside.
I don't really care for going to the theater either. I like to watch movies at home so I can pause to go to the bathroom or get a drink or whatever. So I prefer to watch movies at home myself.
Me too, Heather.
It's just a good, cute movie. Did somebody send a corgi? Oh, thank you. Those are so cute. Yeah. The only thing I don't like about the movies is they are expensive, but it was good. I would watch it again.
What are tickets like? $20 now?
I forgot how much we paid because I think we got a discount because we went like Twilight or something. I don't remember. It was good. I don't know how to gift. I have to figure it out. I don't know how to gift. The only thing that or buy them. The only thing that I do is regift. So it's easy for me just to regift. I don't know how to like go and buy them. I've never done that.
Okay, I can tell you how to do it because I literally set up my gifts today. So you have to click on
I was just gonna go ahead.
You have to click on your account. And then when you go to your account, you have to set up your PayPal information. And then once you do that, you can add coins to your account. But I still don't know exactly because I was trying to give mom something and I gifted someone else. It's just kind of weird, but you'll figure it out.
Like I have
So
like
how I do it is once you have something linked in your payment in this live, if you look down on the bottom, there's like a little present and it says gift. If you click on that, and then it'll show your coins over to the right. And if you click those coins, right there will let you add coins to your bank basically to buy gifts.
yeah, I just like I regift, so I think it's different for what I'm doing than because I don't buy any. Do you guys know what I mean? I just take the gifts that I have and I regift other people. Thank you guys. Thanks for the Panther Paw and the Heart Puffs. And I just send it to whoever I want to send it to, and then it takes my gifts away, whatever, however amount that is.
Yeah, same. I've only like gifted people. I've never like tried to take anything or anything like that out. So I don't know how to do all that.
Or do TikTok recharge on Google is cheaper? Oh,
Really?
Ooh, that's some good information, Crazy Mom.
that is. I didn't know that. Huh.
See, we learn something new every day.
Do you know you can get gifts cheaper on another website? Huh. I didn't. I know now. They're asking in the chats. I do it that way every time I recharge. Really? Whatever the recharge gift thing is? Okay.
Huh. Hey, I do have a question. The raccoon that's in the background, it just moved. Does it always do that randomly?
Like
Or
the
oh,
dancing
you
thing.
can move it. Oh, okay.
He likes dancing.
I thought I was losing my mind there for a minute. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure it moved.
No, he moves sometimes. Yeah. No, I didn't. I don't know how much it even charges. Download TikTok coins and they're 30% cheaper. Everybody hear that?
Nice. I appreciate all the information because I click on the gift thing and that's how I've always added, and I add a lot. So that'd be great to get 30% off.
Yeah, I don't even know like how many coins you can buy for a certain amount of money. I don't know how that works.
Somebody
It's
said,
also cheaper if you go to TikTok in your browser.
She said raccoon and possums. Oh no, ma'am. No, thank you to possums. Because one day I had my patio door open and I thought it was somebody walking up, but I knew my cameras didn't catch anybody. But long story short, it was a possum. So I'm looking at it and it's looking at me. And I politely told it needs to go back in the woods because I was not in the mood for company. So
The only thing that I don't like is like, let's say I send somebody a gift, they're not going to get, like, they take 60 or 70% off. So it's like, oh man. So it's kind of annoying.
No, I agree. I hate that too, but I mean, that's the world we live in, right?
Mm-hmm. 5 were in your basement?
y'all scared of possums? I'm not scared of them. They slow as I don't know what. They always in the road as roadkill. They can't run fast. What y'all scared of? Rabies or something?
I don't know, but I don't want them in my basement.
Oh, they play dead.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I don't know.
No.
That one wasn't playing dead. It was watching the TV, I guess.
Oh no. No.
I think raccoons are way scarier than possums in real life. No, thank you.
I was in Pennsylvania one time and I literally thought it had gotten dark and it was snow outside. So I literally thought they were raccoons. Y'all guess what they were? Skunks.
Oh no.
No.
Really been around a skunk.
Oh no.
They were like, get back in the house. Those are skunks. And we don't have any tomato juice or paste or anything to put on you if you get sprayed. I was like, oh, I thought it was a doggone raccoon. I didn't know.
Oh no. We have a lot of chickmunks out here and they are a pain in my butt. They climb into your flower beds and like to eat the roots, not the flower. They dig up the flower and eat the roots.
Girl, same here. The other day I was on the patio and it was two of them playing. One ran into my sandal and he got scared and he ran off in the other direction with the other one. But they try to stick together, but they're so fast. They're chipmunks. Yeah. So they're chipmunks. I had never seen them before. And I was like, what are those? And then one stopped one day and I was like, oh my God, that's a doggone chipmunk.
Yeah,
It's
and they are
everywhere.
so fast. Like it's crazy how fast they are.
They
Yeah, but
usually hide.
Boy, they don't hide here, man. They're out in the open. They're like, I'm here.
They don't hide here either. I mean, it's deer out there. It's rabbits out there. I've seen the possums. I've seen a lot of little random creatures outside.
Yes, I have. I think it's cute when they do that with their cheeks. Yeah.
Yeah, we have two ducks that live in our pool basically, and we can't get rid of them because we called for animal control and they're protected, so they can't even take them and move them. So we now have two ducks that we've adopted.
Speaking of ducks, where do you guys find the little duck gifts? I've seen them just recently. The little duck comes out. Have you guys gifted
Yeah,
those
they're
yet?
in the gift.
I haven't seen them.
I gave one gift earlier and I can't find it again. But I wanted to ask you, have y'all ever had birds to like make a nest in your flower pots? Because I've had some. I had to like move them towards the tree line when I realized her babies were in there.
Oh no.
Never in my flower pots, no, but we do have a lot of birds out here. But we have a lot of trees too, so I don't think that they're hurting to find places for nests.
Aw. Yeah, I try to leave all the babies alone. Like I have a bird nest up on the top of the ceiling out there in the backyard, covered, and I don't want to mess with it because I think there's babies in there.
Yeah, but I moved it because I was so scared. It was so close to the patio door that the mom was going to attack my son or something or attack me. So I waited till she flew off and I just moved it, just to the tree line. And she came back and she heard them and she went right back there. And they stayed in that flower pot until they got older and could fly.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't think you were supposed to move it.
Are you talking about this one, Mom?
Yes, where did you find that at?
So it's like if you click the little gift box, the little like present thing, you have to scroll down quite a bit.
Maybe I didn't, maybe I just didn't scroll down far enough.
Yeah, it's pretty far down there, and it makes it almost look like you're not gonna see it because there's like a bunch of really big gifts that come up. But
Okay.
it's like they used to like always list them from like smallest to largest, and now they mixed them in there. I don't know why they do
Maybe
that.
that's what I did because like the farther you goes down, the more expensive it is.
Usually, but now they're like throwing random smaller ones in there, and I don't know if they're doing it trying to like hope that you accidentally click the bigger one.
Okay. Then they've changed it. Okay, because I was like, where is everybody finding these gifts at? I couldn't figure it out.
I know some people that are from other countries have a different set of options too. Like they have different gifts that they can give. Because I saw that happen in scams earlier, and people were like, "Whoa!" There was a really cool one. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah,
But
like they have the coral ones. Is that what you're talking about? Like
yep,
it's like it'll like pop up on the screen. It's like corals or something. Yeah, I've seen a
yep,
lot of cute ones that I haven't been able to see.
Yeah, I
yeah.
seen the wolf one that was in
Yeah.
scams.
It's
And
not in mine.
the wolf one isn't?
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
Might be from another country because when people, like I said, other countries have different options.
because I haven't seen that one either.
Hmm,
Maybe they do have different options.
maybe.
Is
But
anyone
yeah,
here from a
look,
different
like
country?
over
Anyone
on
in
there.
here from a different country?
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Oh, I was asking if anyone in the comment section was in a different country.
I'm not. I'm from America, but
Different lives. It'll have different. It'll like take up almost half the screen when they send a gift. It'll take up like half the screen if you look at it. Mm-hmm. U.S. here, Amish country, Ohio. Yes, that is true. You only get a percentage. Like, okay, like I just use this as an example because I don't know how much the other ones are. A Galaxy is like $10 supposedly. As I've gotten a Galaxy before, I think it was $4.10. So that's how much they take out. So just think of it that way. That's the best I can describe it as. That's how much they take. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot
Massachusetts.
of people are in the same places.
Mm-hmm. There are a lot of people that are in the same places, and then there's a lot of people that. Oh, are you? There's a lot of people in Illinois that come in here. A lot of people are from Illinois. Virginia. Yep, you are. Iowa. Yeah, there's some people from Iowa in here, but a lot of people are from Illinois. Like I was shocked how many people are from Illinois.
Well, you know I'm in Alabama.
Alabama.
that's because we're all bored and we got nothing to do. But I'm from Iowa, so there ain't nothing else to do but TikTok.
Hold on, don't y'all make like don't they have corn out there, or is it the potatoes?
No, we have corn everywhere.
Okay, that's what I thought. And it's Idaho that has the potatoes, because I remember when I was younger, people used to say Idaho or Idaho. So
Yes, yes.
on the potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes. Yeah.
I just have to say, I'm absolutely loving the energy in here tonight. It's relieving to just talk and have a good time.
B, thank you. B, you're gonna have to let me know like where you're close at, because you're not too far from me. So that's interesting. You have to let me know about where you are if you don't mind.
I'm where the young lady lied and said she saw a baby on the interstate last summer, and that she got kidnapped and they were painting her toenails and feeding her Cheez-Its.
Oh, I know the woman you're talking about, but I can't
Stop
remember
it.
her name. What is that woman's name that said she saw the baby on the
Charlie
interstate?
Russell.
Yes.
I
I remember
actually knew
her.
it was a lie. I was like, girl, please, I drive that road every day. Come on now. And then people were calling me and was like, do you believe it? I was like, nope, I don't believe it
Yeah.
at all. But
She didn't
yeah,
get in much trouble though. She did not get in much trouble. I remember that.
she didn't. She actually she got a jail sentence. It was suspended because they appealed it. They got it moved to a different city. So she does have to pay restitution, and she did get a suspended sentence. So she has to pay restitution because a lot of different law enforcement agencies, they were out there looking for her, and they were saying that they gave a lot of officers a lot of overtime, and they said they didn't have the overtime in their budget. And so she has to pay, I think, about $17,000 or $18,000 back.
That was just odd. That whole thing. That was.
Well, it was because her boyfriend was cheating on her with a stripper, and she wanted to get his attention. So she was thinking that if she got kidnapped, he would come looking for her and do that whole save me type of thing. But
Oh man.
she was at a local hotel ordering food from DoorDash, honey.
Oh my.
Pole dancing classes would have been a lot cheaper.
Right?
Girl. She was just embarrassed. And then the day that she actually left, she was working at a spa, and she stole money out of the register for the spa. So she's in trouble for that. And they actually got her at the Target buying the no, she was in nursing school. She wasn't a nurse yet, B. But she they got her in Target buying the doggone Cheez-Its that she said that the kidnappers were feeding her.
Oh my.
And she said the kidnapper had orange hair.
Oh wow.
Crazy.
It was. Yeah, somebody said yes, the Cheez-Its.
And she said they took off her wig and made her leave it in the car. Girl, please.
But how long was she gone? I don't remember, supposedly.
I believe it was 2 or 3 days, because what happened was she decided to, after they found somebody at the hotel, I think like the worker kind of figured out it was her, because what she was doing was she was using prepaid cards to order the food and pay for the room. And so she ended up walking into her housing development, and they live in like one of those gated communities. So everyone has cameras everywhere. So what happened was she literally walked home, got a few houses away from her house, and then like ran to the door and was like banging on the door, and then she like collapsed when she got in the house. Wow. And so they had to call like paramedics and everything for her. And then her parents were like, oh, she needs her privacy and da 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 da. And then when the story wasn't adding up, that's when she decided to come out and say that she lied. And he still didn't take her back.
Oh, really? He never took
Be a
her back?
movie writer, man. That would be a good movie.
I'm telling you, the pole dancing lessons would have got him back.
Said not the Target trip. Yes, the Target trip.
Yes, the Target trip. So yeah,
It
that
was a lot. It was a lot.
But that's where I'm at. So now she got our city famous for that foolishness. Yes.
I wouldn't either. No, I wouldn't either. Like, I couldn't be with somebody who did that. Like, that was not okay.
Right. Why would I want to be with somebody who's gonna fake their own kidnapping?
Nah. Yeah, I almost forgot about her. Like, yeah, I remember that now. And that was freaking me out because, like, people were looking for her. They really thought something happened. Like, that wasn't okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody was like, there was no baby on the side of the highway, because where she was staying, it's like it's by this big shopping center and stuff like that, and a lot of people get on that on ramp. So you mean to tell me nobody else that got on that on ramp saw that baby on the side of the road, but you just happen to be the only one? And then they have cameras right there as well. You couldn't even see a baby on the camera.
Yeah, that was kind of scary. Yeah, because you're like, what baby? Like, what are you talking about? Like, why was there a baby on the side of the highway?
So yeah,
Hmm.
she messed up her. She gonna have to reset her life. She gonna have to reset her life somewhere else, and she probably gonna have to change her name and all
She
that.
might need to. Yeah, people don't really like that, especially when you're involving children too.
Yes, because they had everybody looking for her, like
Mm-hmm.
everybody.
Uh-huh.
Praying for her, and a lot of people around here were taking their PTO days to go look for her,
Oh,
and then they couldn't get the time back when they went back to work. The job was like, no, you use your time to go look for her, so that's your problem. So yeah,
mm.
it didn't work out well.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not far. I told you I used to live in Georgia and hated it because of the geese.
Because of the what?
The geese.
Really?
Girl, those things will follow you everywhere.
I like them.
Girl, and then they poop everywhere. And then
But they don't bother you. They're so cute.
What geese are you meeting? Because the ones I met
Oh,
were
I
on the
think they're
camera.
cute. Yeah, I like them. I know a lot of people don't. Yeah, a lot of people don't like geese. They don't like them at all.
Literally had a goose try to steal my Subway sandwich right out of my hand.
Oh, see, I don't know. I don't know about the taking the food because I'm very protective over my food.
Yeah,
Very protective.
geese are something else, girl. One day I couldn't even get in my car. It was just like all over the place, and I'm like, no, I had to crawl in the back seat
Wow.
because it would not let me get in the car.
Aw. I don't know. I just think they're so cute. I like them.
Nah, they'll chase you. I mean, I was late for work one day because I couldn't get in the building because the geese wouldn't move.
Aw.
So I was like, well, that's what happens when you live near water sometimes. They come out the woodworks. And I'm like, that, but geese are always in the most random places. It's like, where did you come from? Why are you here?
Yeah, you have to wait for them to cross. Yeah, I've had that happen a lot of times. Wow.
Yep, so I love
Aw.
all types of animals, though. I'm not getting any more fish because every time one would die, I would have to run to PetSmart and get one that looked identical to the one that died before my son would get home from school.
Yeah, I've had
I
to do
did
that.
that
I am
about
not.
15
I'm
times
not.
and I told him no more.
Yep, I'm not doing any more fish. No more fish. I've had to do the same thing, and the dang thing keeps dying. And I said, nope, I'm not doing it.
Now, one time it was my fault because I put too much of that. You know how after you clean the water out, you got to put those drops in there to like, and you let the drops, it's supposed to stay in the water for like an hour or something.
Yeah.
Well, I lost track of time and I think I put them back in at about 20 minutes. Well, and I may have put too many drops in there to just make sure the water was extra clean. Well, they died
Oh, jeez.
with their eyes open. Okay.
Yeah, you don't need any fish. You don't need any fish. There she is losing track of time and adding more drops and
Yes, and then I'm like, they had the nerve to die with their eyes open. They could at least die with some dignity and close their eyes, but no, ma'am.
no. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. I'm kidding. I didn't find it funny until now. Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Said her granddaughters laughed at her. Oh,
Yeah. I don't do fish. I don't do fish. They die on me. I'm good. I have my cats and my dog and I'm good.
yeah.
Seagulls can be vicious. Yeah. Yep. Guys, I'm going to get off. It's been a great night, but I've got to go eat something. Everybody, thank you for coming on. Thank you for everybody who got in the boxes. Thank you guys for coming on and giving us a second chance and listening and just putting up with all the mess that we've had going on and just being here to support us. We love you all. It's been fun. It's been a great night, and we're just going to be doing some different stuff. I don't know what it is yet. So we're going to just be doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of Lisa and just a little bit of fun.
All right. Well, have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for having me, Mom.
Take
Yes,
care.
I'll be back on this weekend. Thank you guys, and everybody have a great night.